on the field. And we hit the field like all day, like all night, like on the blue light, offense light, defense light, this blood light, house call light, in the sound light, in the sound light, in the sound light.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Floyd Dobb Field here on the campus of Milledgeville High School. The KK Show is back on our YouTube channel tonight. We're back, Kurt, broadcasting another season of Milledgeville Missile football, and they kick off tonight a little delayed. Some incoming weather. We had a little thunderstorm pass through here, so what's supposed to be a 7 o'clock kick will now be about an 8:15 or shortly after, as captains are out there for the coin toss now. We got Bowden Last out there filming the coin toss for us as well. But another season upon us, Curtin. I don't know about you. I've been excited all day to get this thing started.
Yeah, there's something different about Friday at school while you're sitting there waiting, knowing that this come back. But we're back for another season. We're happy to be back. Glad people are welcoming us back as well. Excited for some Missile football here. Yeah, a little weather delay. Had a little storm just kind of skirt around us, caught probably the edge of it a little bit here, but Floyd Dobb Field's looking nice. We're under the lights here completely all game long here now and ready to kick her off here soon.
Yep, so we got Brooks Wilkinson. You said he was ready about 2 hours ago. Week one has not always been the best to us.
It hasn't been the kindest.
Run into some complications, but he was ready, and then we had the weather hit and rain. But yeah, seems like seem to be up and running. So if you're listening, jump on, give us a shout out or say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. But appreciate all the listeners as usual here for another season of Missile football here on the K&K Show. As we have the Milledgeville Missiles hosting the Galva Wildcats, Kurt, which should be a great game here. Two teams hoping for playoffs. Both these teams coming off good seasons last year. Of course, the Missiles, undefeated regular season, lost in the semifinals last year. Galva made their first playoff appearance, ended a 31-year drought since 1994 last year. They went 5-4. And on paper, they're probably the favorite coming in tonight, returning 6 of 8 starters, and they are a load up front, Kurt.
Yeah, if you look at the two teams here, you're kind of at different strides here where you got the Missiles coming off their 9-0 season, looked like they were on a collision course with State all year long. They lose a bunch of seniors, so kind of in a rebuilding area here for the Missiles, whereas the Wildcats are bringing a bunch of kids back after a successful season. They've just kind of steadily built their program here. Have the Galva Wildcats looking to make another return to the playoffs here. Could be a statement game really for both these teams. Galva showing they belong, and I think as somebody around the Missile community, I'm sure even these kids have heard the noise about all the players they lost. So the kids here for the Missiles also looking to make a statement as well that we may have lost some seniors, but we haven't lost our program. We haven't lost our heart and our hustle. They're going to come out here and give it their all.
Yep, the Missiles are head coached by Jason Roble in his 18th season. Hard to believe 18 years already, Kurt. That tells you how old he is.
Yeah, 18 years of the Roble. That's a lot for anybody the stomach can handle, but no, he's really got this program going. Kids always buy in for Coach Roble. Great motivator, great man, great leader for these kids. So he'll get them going here. Yep. Right off the path.
He comes 88-80 overall in his starting his 18th year. Head coach for the Galva Wildcats in just his second year, Zach Anderson. They went 5-5. Like I said, went 5-4 and lost in the first round of the playoffs last year. But yeah, arrow pointing up here for the Galva Wildcats here as well. Other games, 8-man games tonight. Alden Hebron at Amboy, Bushnell Prairie City at Polo, Ridgewood at River Ridge, South Beloit at West Carroll, AFC at St. Anne, Christian Life at Kankakee Trinity, Flanagan at West Central, Blue Ridge at West Prairie, and Macomb Meridian at Powell Hut. There was an 8-man game last night. The Broncos of Cerro Gordo, their first year in 8-man, with a 30-12 win over Oblong. And in NUIC games tonight, Sandwich is at EPC, Dwight at Forreston, Fulton at St. Bede, Rushville Industry at Galena, Bennett Academy at Lena Winslow, Morrison won via forfeit against Alleman, Stockton at El Paso Gridley, and Clinton at Dakota. As this is the non-conference week for the NUIC, Kurt, or one of them.
Yep.
So they always tend to do pretty well in those non-conference games.
Yeah, to reach out a little bit, see what kind of other competition you can face. But I know that not many people really look forward to welcoming an NUIC team into town or traveling to an NUIC team. But, yeah, week 1 starting a little bit earlier. Everybody's going to get kind of an off week this year, a little bit different schedule here for football, a little different look.
Yeah, well, usually I was worried it was going to be about 95 in here today. And
yeah,
it was earlier, but that storm coming through has kind of cooled off nicely now here at Floyd Dobb Field.
When I was sitting at home earlier, it was humid. I actually saw Coach Roble at Dollar General buying some extra Gatorade. He's like, I didn't realize it was this humid. Probably all for him would be my guess.
Yep, some highlights in those games going on tonight. 2 teams testing themselves. Stockton, number 2 ranked in 1A on the road at number 2 El Paso Gridley. That's a 21-14 lead for El Paso Gridley at the half, but they're going out testing themselves non-conference, as well as Lee Wynn, the reigning state champions. They're hosting Bennett Academy, which is at least probably 7A. A huge school coming out to Lena Winslow here today.
Yeah, you've seen Lena doing that the last couple of years, where they're really reaching out. They've pretty much dominated 1A the last several years for sure. So they're reaching out, expanding, getting ready for their playoff run. That Stockton game, our good friend Sean Downey taking his team over there to El Paso Gridley. In that game right now at halftime, Stockton was gracious enough to invite us down there, or let us come in and do that Stockton-Lena playoff game last year. We had a great time doing that. So good luck to the Blackhawks on their season as well.
Yep, like to thank our sponsors. And Kurt, boy, do we have a slew of them. The community always comes out and supports. They include the Milledgeville State Bank, the Millville Tavern, Gibbs Drywall, Bushman Service, Ruby's Espressos and Smoothies, Milledgeville Men's Club, Johnson Processing, Smith Farming, Boss Roofing, Kness Heating and Cooling, Journey Farms, EVS Hobbies, McKenna's Flooring, Selman Electric, Carly's Courts, Empire Chiropractic, Milledgeville Do It Best, Lyle Reap Memorial, Miller Farms. We're going to cut away for the anthem and be back for the kickoff. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. Kickoff between the Missiles and the Wildcats here on the K&K Show. As I wasn't paying attention, I know we had the video of it of who won the toss.
Yeah, shocker, we were talking and missed it. That's going to be a common theme for anybody viewing for their first time. I did hear that our good friend, Old Meat Jelly Sarah Engelken's first-time live listener and viewer to the K&K Show. Sarah, of course, usually watching her son Evan play throughout the last couple of years,
and everybody's favorite Bear fan, Tom Neubauer, has checked in as well.
Looks like the Wildcats will be receiving here, and
so, Harlem Young back, or is that number 6? Hard to tell between the six and the
or
five, maybe five.
I think that's Reed Harris, back there.
To receive for. And towing it up for the Missiles.
Parker Saunders going to take this kick for the Missiles. The Missiles might have a secret weapon standing on the sidelines, though, in the kicking game.
Saunders, good boot.
Left-footed boot, though, by Saunders. Gets down there.
Near the 10-yard line, and going to be on a knee. Picking it up on the knee, so going to be deep in their territory is Harris. As defense here for the Missiles, starting defensive lineup. Jackson Miller, Misha, and Ryder House along the defensive line. Linebackers are Kyson Francis, Max Remmers, and Wyatt Ebersole, with DBs Parker Saunders and Tyler Stepp.
Yeah, possible effects of wet field conditions showing there early on the first kickoff.
So I formation looks in like what Galva usually traditionally runs here. Quarterback MJ Lauk under center. First play going to be off the left side. And, a nice open field tackle there was Kyson Francis. Jay Lauk had some room there, but cut down after a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, Wildcats much, much bigger up front than these Milledgeville Missiles. Kyson Francis with good pursuit there to get that trip-up tackle. Otherwise, there was some room there on the outside on that run.
Yeah, starters for the Galva quarterback, MJ Lauk. Running back are Donovan Sarver and Braden Robinson. Tight ends, Peyton Jenkins and Tommy Funky. Guards, TJ Hudson, Ben, and Braxton Holstrom with Ben Burris, the center. 2nd and 9 now for the Wildcats. Lauk under center, gonna hand it, and gonna be another short gain in there. Trying to see what ball carrier had that one.
Yeah, I missed it too. I know the Missiles got good pressure in there. I think Ryder House and
Harris on the carry.
Misha got in there, got underneath those big bodies and kind of used their leverage there and their speed to get in and break that play up.
So big down here for the Missiles. 3rd and 8 here for the Wildcats. 10:50 to go here in the opening quarter. Like I said, this game delayed due to weather, but clear skies now. They split 2 wide receivers out to the left, shotgun formation for the Wildcats. Gonna hand it there to number 4, gonna be dropped in the backfield. That is Max Remmers. This freshman flies in there.
Yeah, Max Remmers, freshman number 9, making his presence known early. That kid looks like a football player out there in his pads, and he's showing what he's going to do for the Missiles for about 4 more years, too, I believe.
Also one on there for Ingles. Back to punt is Lauk. Back to receive is Ebersole here for the Missiles. 4th down and 9 for the Wildcats. Ball on their own 13-yard line. Good snap. Good punt. Going to go over the head of Ebersole. He's going to have to chase it down about his own 30-yard line. He scoops it up, running to the right side now. And nice open field tackle there by number 2, Bladen Brosi.
Yeah, Brosi with a nice tackle there. If he doesn't make that tackle, Ebersole probably gains at least another 15 or 20 yards there on that punt, but a deep punt there that time by Lauk.
Great punt there by Lauk, deep in his own territory. And the Missiles have decent field position, but not nearly as good as what they were hoping.
Not as good as they were expecting, having them pinned deep there. For the Missiles, I think it's important they come off to a good start. Defensively, everything looked good there. Now it's time for the offense here for Galva. Probably not the start they were looking for, but maybe they can use some momentum on that good tackle there.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Like I said, only returning 1 starter, but that's a big one. All-State quarterback Kyson Francis back for his junior season.
Yeah, if you're going to bring one back, bring back your All-State quarterback.
Pistol formation. Francis gonna hand it to Ebersole. Ebersole gonna be tackled in the backfield. 99. There's big old 99. Ben Burris, the 6'2", 270-pound sophomore, loss of 2 on that play.
Yeah, Burris was standing out in front of us. We're on the 2nd level of the crow's nest here, and it almost felt like I could reach out and tap his helmet if I wanted to. That's a big kid up front there, and he used that big mitt and grabbed a hold of Ebersole and brought him down.
2nd down and 12 here for the Missiles. Francis once again. Shotgun formation this time. Gonna hand it to Remmers. Remmers off the left, cuts inside. Turns it into a positive gain there. Number 3 there, Lauk on the tackle.
Yeah, nice hard run there by the freshman Max Remmers. Positive yardage there for the Missiles.
Gain of about 6 there for Remmers. The 3rd down and 6 here for the Missiles. Ball on their own 42-yard line. Francis, Ebersole, and Remmers in the backfield. Saunders and Stepp, the tight ends. Misha, Miller, and House, the guards. Or the up front, Miller doing the center. Going to be a snap to Francis. Francis going to be a quarterback draw, and he's going to be cut down short.
Yeah, that's Burris again, breaking through there.
Just a gain of 1.
4th down now here for the Missiles.
4th and 5 here for the Missiles. So both teams' defense up to the task on this first possession. Decision time here for Coach Roble, but I believe this is one where you probably pin them deep. Francis back to punt. Nobody deep. Lauk working his way back now.
Way back there. They weren't sure what was going to happen. I would say on your own side of the 50 here, you go ahead and punt this ball away.
8 minutes to go in this opening quarter. We're still scoreless. Each team with a possession. Francis, kick. Gonna go, picked up about the 30-yard line. Lauk across the 35, 40, 45. Good return here for Lauk. Gonna be tackled there by Miller. Great field position, so not gonna be a net very much.
No, Missiles only gained about 7 yards there, I would say, on that punt was because of the return.
So far winning this game, Kurt, is the special teams at Galva so far in this contest to flip the field here. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, ball on their own 49-yard line.
Thank you to everybody checking in on YouTube there. We can see your chats, comments. Apparently number 2, his last name is pronounced Bros, like your brothers. I like that.
Hey, we appreciate that, yes.
Thank you very much.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Lauk under center, gonna hand to number 5 here. Harris. Max Remmers on the stop. No gain on that play.
Yeah, Ryder House in again early. The Missiles front line getting a lot of penetration here on the Wildcats. Remmers able to go in and clean it up there. Those defensive linemen, tough job there in the trenches. Your job is not always necessarily to get the tackle, but to break through the hole and cover a hole so your linebackers can come in and clean it up.
2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats. Lauk back under center, I formation behind him. Going to be a pitch to Ingles. Ingles going to be maybe a gain of 1 on that play. Jackson Miller on the stop.
Yeah, great penetration again by the Missiles. Able to turn that play in as well. He tried to bust it there, but good tackle there by Jackson Miller.
As Harrison, Drace Powell come in now. Substitutions here for the Wildcats. Not a ton of players, but they're rotating them in and out here pretty good.
Yeah.
Coach Anderson, assisted by Mike Funk, Wes Extet, Chris Anderson, Justin Robinson, Dustin Weber, and Lucas Wiegent. 3rd and 9 here for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation. Lauk drops back to pass. Going to be pressured by Remmers, and he's going to be flushed out of the pocket. Still running. Gets around 1, but going to be pushed out of bounds there.
Might have gained a half yard there right at the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit there by the Missiles. Good coverage in the backfield. Never saw anything open there. The Lauk.
Yep, Lauk, no, going to be a loss of 1, so another defensive stand here for the Missiles. Both teams feeling each other out a little bit early in this one here.
Yeah,
Kurt.
defensive battle so far. Let's see if Ebersole maybe backs up a little bit this time on this punt.
Travis Hines listening, says Aspen wants a shout out, so appreciate you guys listening. 4th and 10 here for the Wildcats. Another good punt by Lauk. Man, he's a weapon back there. Taken by Ebersole. Oh boy, nearly muffed it, but he falls back on it. And the Missiles are going to be near the 5-yard line, Kurt.
Yeah, and we got a flag over here near the 35-yard line. We got holding on the Missiles over here on our person trying to stop the gunner. Parker Saunders is going to get caught for a hold. Going to dig us even deeper here. Missiles have a big hole to dig themselves out of here. Coming back towards our crow's nest.
See my Uncle Brent listening from Phoenix. Appreciate that.
Everybody's favorite sub, Pete McCallie, checking in.
What status did you give him last year? What did you call?
I gave him more than he was worth, I guess, but I thought. At least I didn't call him Lieutenant Dan or.
Yep, like I said, and we see some Wildcat fans on here as well. We appreciate you guys as listening as well. We're excited to watch your Galva Wildcats here tonight. 6:01 to go. Missiles pinned deep here.
Yeah.
The leg of Lauk.
Yeah,
Totally flipping the field.
Proven dangerous for the
the
Wildcats here.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 3-yard line of the Missiles. Francis going to go under center. Remmers and Ebersol I formation behind him. Going to be a toss to Ebersol. Ebersol looking for room off the left side. Going to be chopped down there by Harris. Gain of 2. Maybe more, maybe 3.
Maybe 3, yeah. Looks Jared Nye's got the mark
about
there.
Near the 6. Giving 3 for Ebersol. Ebersol, a much larger role this year than he'd seen last year.
Yep.
The junior.
We'll probably see Ebersol coming out of the backfield, running a little tight end, splitting out. Big role on defense for Ebersol. Be fun to watch that kid mature this year as he comes along.
5:26 to go in the opening quarter. We're still scoreless. Missiles and the Wildcats. Francis going to hand to Remmers. Remmers right up the middle. He's going to run into big old 99 in there, but he falls forward. Ben Burris with another tackle. He's been all over the field here.
Been all over the field, and his helmet comes off about every time, too. They might want to check in on that.
Gain of about 2 there for Remmers. Or gain of 1. We'll give him 1 on that one. 3rd and 5 now.
Missiles need a chunk yardage here to kind of dig themselves out of this hole. Something to spark the offense here.
So 3rd down and 5. 4:44 to go here in the opening quarter. Missiles pinned deep here. Shotgun formation for Francis. Ebersol to his left. Remmers to his right. Gonna fake it, and now he's gonna go up the middle. Boy, he's just 1 tackle away, but another nice tackle in there. That time by Lauk. And gonna be a gain of 1. Gonna be 4th and 4 now. So just can't get away. Francis close, but nice to open field tackling here by the Wildcats.
I would say we talked about that in 8-man football a lot, where that open field tackling or that one-on-one tackling is way more important even than it is in 11-man football.
So,
and both teams so far, one-on-one, have been bringing people down.
4th and 4 from the 9. Francis standing at his goal line. Gets a snap away, angles it towards the sideline here.
Wildcats
and once
get away
again,
from
they're
this
going to gain about 20 yards in field position by the punts here, Kurt.
Yeah, one of my keys to the game was going to be special teams. I didn't necessarily know it was going to be the punt game, but so far it's the punt game.
And our top 5 electrician, believe it or not, the 5th year in a row, Kurt, that Chad Selman has been voted the top 5 electrician in Milledgeville.
I mean, that's an accomplishment, I think. I think Chad always kind of talks about it like it's a bad thing, but I think he should celebrate that fact. Have a drink on us, Chad. Top 5.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball on the Missile 29-yard line. Lauk going to keep it off the right side. And Remmers fighting through the block, but can't come with the tackle. Lauk still on his feet. Lauk turning nothing into something, about a gain of 4.
Say, Max Remmers did a nice job shedding the blocker there, then just couldn't quite make the tackle there on Lauk. Possibly our first broken tackle of the game.
Yep, give him a gain of 3 on that play, unofficially. Selman will be sponsoring the light that's out on the scoreboard once again. Ooh, almost lost my paper there.
Cat-like speed and reflexes over here by Mr. Leach in the booth.
So 2nd down and 7 here for Lauk and the Wildcats. Shotgun formation. Gonna look off to his right this time. Sees a hole. Now he's off to the races. Lauk inside the 10, and he's gonna take it all the way to the end zone for a Wildcat touchdown. Lauk goes 26 yards, and the Wildcats strike first.
Yeah, you saw Ebersol come in there. He had a chance, and I think he misread it a little bit, and Lauk busts it a little bit more to the outside, and he takes it and puts the first points on the board of this game for the Wildcats. Had been a defensive battle, but the Wildcats basically using their punt game worked their way to the Missile side of the field and then punch it home.
About 26-yard run. Great job by the offensive line. There was a hole there.
Yeah. Definitely a hole Wyatt Ebersol was filling. It just kind of misread it a little bit, then couldn't quite come up with the tackle.
So the all-important 2-point conversion. 3:35 to go here in this opening quarter. Galva 6, Milledgeville 0. Lauk shotgun formation. Next to him is Ingalls in the backfield. Lauk gonna fake it to him, gonna try to run it off his right side, going for the corner, and he's in for the two-point conversion.
Oh,
couldn't beat Francis. Hopefully the ref is okay there as well on the collision. As Lauk a little slow to get up as well here, but 3:35 to go here in this opening quarter. Milledgeville trails Galva 8-0. We'll be back on the K&K Show. Welcome back here to Florida Field. Ben Burris to tow it up here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Burris can probably put some leg behind this ball. I'm interested where this is going, if he's going to go deep or if we're looking at something short here.
Ebersole and Johnson back deep for the Missiles.
Cash Johnston back there in the lineage of Johnson brothers.
Oh, boy, the splits the difference. Ebersole's going to get it about his own 12-yard line. Going up the right side. And nice open field tackle once again. Gets across the 25.
Yeah, initially
Jenkins.
some decent blocks there for Wyatt. I'd like to see Wyatt maybe go a little bit harder into that, kind of try and get through that tackle one-on-one like that.
Jenkins on the stop here for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 27-yard line. So great opening start here. 2 good defensive stands, and then the Wildcats break free on their 3rd try, 3rd offensive series. Shotgun formation for Francis. Remmers off to his right. Gonna fake it to him, and now Francis has some room to run. Make one man miss, makes another man miss. He's across the 40, the 50, inside the 45-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds by Harris. Nice run there by Kyson Francis.
Yeah, that could be the spark the Missiles needed. Just waiting for that guy to just make one guy miss. Kyson able to make a few miss in that series, or in that sequence there. I think if you needed an improvement in Kyson's game, it was that. It was the running game, being able to use them on draw plays and stuff like that, or even just broken down passing plays. Kyson showing that he's been working to improve his speed and quickness on that play.
So 28-yard run for Francis. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Francis, shotgun formation. This time going to hand to Remmers. Remmers dives back forward, but he's going to be a loss of a play.
Tackle was made by
Powell and Lauk on their stop there.
Yeah, the Wildcats were in there pretty much right away on that one. I don't know if that's a read for Kyson or not. If it was, that's a misread, I would say. But he might be reading down on a tackle.
2:40 to go here in the opening quarter. Galva 8, Milledgeville 0. 2nd down and 11, ball on the Wildcat 47-yard line. Pistol formation for Francis. Ebersole and Francis behind. Off to Remmers. Remmers makes a man miss, and now he's off to the races. Remmers inside the 30, down inside the 20 before he's tackled there by Ingalls. Nice run there by the freshman Max Remmers.
Yeah, Max Remmers gets his first big play here as a Milledgeville Missile in his freshman year.
Timeout Galva. So with that, we'll take one with them. 2:18 to go in the opening quarter. Galva 8, Milledgeville 0. We'll be back on the K&K Show. Welcome back here to the K&K show here. Floyd Dobb Field of the campus of Milledgeville High School. 29-yard run there, Kurt. We had the highlight there as we're going to break by Max Remmers. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Wildcats 18-yard line.
Yeah, good to see Max get that run kind of just like off his belt there. Get a good taste of success here at the varsity level.
So shotgun formation for Francis. Remmers to his left. Ebersol split out wide to the right. Gonna fake it to him. Francis keeps it, weaving in and out of traffic.
Tyson Francis, the ball carrier. Brought down by MJ Lauk.
Definitely seeing some effects of a wet field, I would say, on people's cuts here early.
Lauk on the tackle. 2-yard gain there for Francis. So we're under 2 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. Galva 8, Milledgeville 0. 2nd and 8 for the Missiles. Ball on the 16-yard line of the Wildcats.
I had my family check in from home. Miles sent a video of him very sad that the Wildcats scored, but hopefully the Missiles can punch one in here for you. They came initially, but the rain delay made them go back home.
Pistol formation for the Missiles. Francis takes a snap from Miller. Gonna hand it to Remmers, and Remmers gonna be met right at the line of scrimmage, it looks like.
Max Remmers, the ball carrier.
Yeah, maybe like to see the Missiles go a little more outside here, see if we can get around the edge.
Hudson on the stop there for the Wildcats. No gain on that play. 3rd down and 8 for the Missiles. 1:10 and counting here for this opening quarter. Somebody checking in from the Ridgewood River Ridge game.
All right.
3rd and 8 for Francis. Shotgun formation. Draw up the middle.
Gonna have to make one miss.
One miss,
here.
he
Ooh,
does.
through.
Gets another man. Going to be close to a 1st down. 3rd and
Tyson Francis,
8 and maybe just short.
Say just short. Looks like Dunlap's got him marked just short.
Nope, the
there,
other guy's
but
going.
The guys are moving.
Oh, nope.
Oh, yep.
4th and 1. Gain of 7. I was going to say the one chain guy was starting to head, but yeah, I seen the official there with the hand up for 4th down.
Yeah. So I think Dunlap on our far side definitely had him marked just short. The chain crew was ready to go, though.
4th and 1 for the Missiles, and this won't be an easy task against
No,
this front of the Wildcats here, Kurt.
Normally you think we got to punch this ball right up the middle, but when you got 270, 240 staring at you.
They do not have to run a play. The play clock 15 or about 10 seconds on the game clock right now, and there's 14 on the play clock. So they do not have to run a play, and it looks like they will not. So after 1 quarter of play, Galva 8, Milledgeville 0. We'll be back on the K&K show.
That's the end of the first quarter. Galva Wildcats 8 and the Milledgeville Missiles 0.
Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. 4th and 1 here for the Missiles, Kurt. Big down here, 4th and 1, ball on the Wildcat 9-yard line. See what Coach Dautine has dialed up here now, the offensive coordinator for the Missiles.
Slightly new look in that sense for the Missiles over there is Dautine. We haven't put the ball in the air yet.
Yes. So 4th and 1 for the Missiles here. Going to be I formation. Francis under center, Remmers and Ebersol in the I behind him. Francis just
Ooh,
quarterback
up
sneak
the
right up
cut.
the middle, and he has a first down and more down near the 5-yard line. Whoa, a quick burst there by
Yeah.
Francis, finally tackled by Ingles.
Yeah, first down, 6 can go down. The first missiles are inside the 5.
So first and goal for the Missiles, ball on the Wildcat 5-yard line. Said head coach Jason Roble, assisted by Austin Caravia, Cameron Daughtine, Cal Engelkins, Ryan Kendall, Cody Druce, Isaac Tom Smith. Great coaching staff for the Missiles. But first and goal for the Missiles, ball just inside the 5-yard line. Pistol formation once again for Francis. A little bit of a high snap, hands to Remmers. Remmers dives near the goal line. Oh,
Ooh, he's close.
just about hacked the
He's
signal
close.
there, but they mark him down inside the 1. Gain of 4 there for Remmers.
I'd go right back to him here. Give this kid, old number 9, his first varsity touchdown.
I got my dad checking in from Montello, Wisconsin, so appreciate you listening.
All right.
Checking our other. So second and goal for the Missiles, ball inside the Wildcat 1-yard line. Gonna go shotgun formation here on 2nd and 1. And gonna fake it. Francis dives, and he is in for a Missile touchdown. The second official didn't do it right away, but the far one had it right away. And the Missiles get their first score of the season, a 1-yard run by the junior quarterback, Kyson Francis.
Yeah, Kyson punches it in first here for the Missiles. The Dunlap father-son duo there, Tony and Brad, had to look at each other for a second before they gave the signal, but they had some ESP there between each other and made the call.
So 10:43 to go. The Missiles have answered back. Big answer there by this young Missile squad. Now trying to tie it up here. Pistol formation. Remmers and Ebersole behind Francis. Gonna fake it to Ebersole, and Francis has all kinds. Oh, illegal formation or false start.
Say left guard, I think
False
he came
start.
up out of his stance a little early there.
So that'll make. Looks like he had a good play call there too. But,
Right play call for sure. That was walked in.
but first penalty of the ball
Yeah.
game, Kurt, I believe, for either side.
Kyson and Max could have pitched the ball back and forth to each other a couple times there if they wanted to, but Missile's going to have to regroup here and try something from a little bit further away.
Yep. 2-point try now from the 8-yard line. Got to go quick here as a play clock winding down to 5. Goes in motion is Ebersole. Francis looking to pass. Still looking to pass. Still looking to pass. Going to be chased
Extending
there
this
now.
play quite a bit.
Running to his right. And lofts it up and good to Ebersole. Francis making something out of nothing. Just buys enough time there, Kurt.
Yeah.
And that's just an athlete making a
I
play.
would say Kyson running around till something got free there. I honestly, from our vantage point, didn't even see Ebersole on the corner there. Was kind of wondering who he was thrown to because I thought I saw Saunders open. But got her in there over some defense to Ebersole. This game is now tied 8-8.
8-8, 10:43 to go here in this first half. We'll be back on the K&K Show. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. It's so far a great ball game here, Kurt.
Yeah.
Teams with defensive stops and then each with a good offensive series. Some big plays there by Francis and Remmers on that drive for the Missiles.
Yeah, good to see the Missiles kind of sustain a drive there. Get big plays, get the chunk yardage when they needed it, the short yardage when they needed it.
Lauk back to receive this kick from Saunders here. Short kick, going to be received about his own 30, but a head of steam there, 35, up near the 45. Boy, good head of steam there by 22, Harlem Young. Boy, he looks lightning quick out there.
He took off as soon as he picked up that ball. He covered 10 yards and, geez, an oombop, and he was gone.
So good field position here for the Wildcats. 1st and 10, ball on their own 45-yard line.
Yeah, Missiles got to get back here on defense to creating that pressure that they were early and then wrapping up and tackling and finishing plays here. I've had a good friend, Dave Waisner, text me and check in. Dave Waisner's a big K&K show fan. Appreciate you always listening, Dave. Wish Hank best in his football season. I'm sure he has coming up.
Yep. Shotgun formation here for the Wildcats. Lauk to take the snap. Ingalls goes in motion. Lauk fakes it. Going to do a quarterback draw off the right side and going to be tackled there. Francis tracks him down after a gain of 1.
Yeah, it's a good job by Francis to come up and make that tackle there.
Did mention to you off the air, Kurt, that was the fastest first quarter we've had in a Missile football game in years.
Yeah, the only problem is it's still 8:51.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Even when we get a fast quarter, we still can't catch a break on the time.
We approach 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Galva and the Missiles tied up at 8. And a great ball game here so far. 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats. Ball on their own 46-yard line. Lauk looks to go shotgun formation with Harris off to his left. 2 wide receivers split to the left side as well. Lauk gonna hand to Harris. Harris runs into a flight of missiles. Francis in there. Miller. Remmers as well. Gain of about 3. So it's 3rd down and 6 here for the Wildcats. Ball on their own 49-yard line. 9:16 to go here in quarter number 2. The K&K show here tonight, live from Milledgeville High School. Lauk shotgun formation. Good discipline there by the Missiles, not jumping. Lauk looking for room to run, and he can't get out of the tackle of Remmers. Be decision time here for Coach Anderson and the Wildcats. Is going to be about 4th and 2, Kurt?
Yeah, probably a tough call here, but I'm going for it.
Or with a weapon of Lauk, you could really pin him deep.
It could pin him deep here. He's shown that he can sure punt.
But yeah, I think you're in the position you go for it here, but we'll see what Coach Anderson decides here.
Max Remmers was a little bit of an arm tackle on that play, but strong enough to then get that other one around and wrap up completely and bring him down there short of the 1st down, forcing this 4th down play here.
Harrison Powell come on for the Wildcats, and they are going to go for it. 4th and 2, ball on the Missiles' 47-yard line. Shotgun formation for Lauk.
Got to have somebody spying the quarterback here on Lauk. Got to imagine the ball's in his hands.
Keep it off the right side. Going to get to the right side. He's got the 1st down. Pushed out of bounds there by Remmers. But the Wildcats convert a big 1st down.
It's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats from the Milledgeville 42.
Gain of 5 there for Lauk. Got the edge, Kurt.
Yeah, that's pretty much the play I expected, I would say. I think you just got to put the ball in his hands and see what he can do. Somebody's assignment out there has to be to turn him in so that we can fill inside. But he found the edge and got what the Wildcats needed.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball on the Missiles' 42-yard line. Well, under center. They've done more shotgun than usually. The film I'd seen last year was all I formation. This time they are back to the I. Lauk going to pitch it to Ingalls. Ingalls on the left side. He's going to be met in the backfield there by Misha.
Mihail Shorshan there, better known as Misha, breaks through the line.
Going to have a replay here of Misha knifing through. Loss of 5 on the play there for Ingalls.
Timeout called by Galva. That's their second timeout.
Let's hear the replay. We'll keep it right here on the K&K Show Network. As Misha,
Right away, breaking through the line.
a big play here for the Missiles. As with that, give me a chance to thank our sponsors. I had to read through them quickly before the anthem there pregame, but man, our sponsors always outdo themselves, Kurt.
Yes.
They always come flocking, and we appreciate it. They include the Milledgeville State Bank, the Millville Tavern, Gibbs Drywall, Bushman's Service, Ruby's Espresso and Smoothies, Milledgeville Men's Club, Johnson's Processing, Smith Farming Corp., Boss Roofing, Kness Heating and Cooling, Journey Farms, EVS Hobbies, McKenna's Flooring, Selman Electric, Carly's Courts, Empire Chiropractic, Milledgeville Do It Best Home Center, Lyle Reap Memorial, Miller Farms, and Simply Mouse Vacations by Ashley. So once again, thank you, sponsors. We could not do this broadcast without you guys.
Yeah, once again, the Chadwick Milledgeville community and beyond showing up and showing out to allow us to do this and bring these games to you guys.
Yep, as we're teetering out what we were even going to come back fully for a full invested year, but after numerous people talking to me and saying how much they wanted it back, and I know I love it, you love it.
Yeah.
So, but we might, doing mostly missile games this year, we might throw another game or two as the season goes along of non-missile football, of other area matchups.
Yeah, I think just, both family men as well, so things cross your mind, but at the same time, the K&K show's brought up to me like year round.
It is.
I've been asked if we could cover a men's volleyball league game before.
MJ Lauk under center, I formation here for the Wildcats. And Lauk going to drop back to pass. He's going to throw it. He's got a receiver out there, and it's caught by number 2. Got behind Johnson down near the 20-yard line. Sneaking off the tight end there. Nice ball thrown there by Lauk. That was number 2, Bros.
Yeah, Bros.
Ball's on the 16-yard line.
Yeah, Bros able to sneak out there behind somebody. I've got to believe somebody lost an assignment there. Bit on that run a little bit too much.
There's a replay there. If he leads them, that's a touchdown.
Yeah.
But
Yep, he had to stay back on that ball a little bit, so he couldn't quite get her in stride. But, yeah, just got behind our backs there, got behind Johnson. Big play there for the Wildcats.
31 yards there. Lauk to Bros. So after the big loss there, the Wildcats answer right back. 1st and 10. I formation once again for Lauk. Gonna hand it to Ingalls, and Ingalls is gonna be swallowed up. Misha in there
Misha
again.
there again, along with Cashton Johnson.
By Ingalls, the ball carrier, tackled by Misha Thorshan.
Gonna be get a loss of about 2.
Loss of 2 is now 2nd and 12.
So 2nd down and 12.
If there's one thing Misha does, it's wreak havoc. And just got to put him in there and let him go straight. And he's quick. He's a strong kid. Just put him in the middle and let him go.
2nd down and 12. As we got Poe and Harris in the backfield. I formation behind Lauk. Lauk gonna do play action again, dropping back to pass. Now he's gonna tuck it and run, and he's got some running room. Lauk inside the 10-yard line.
MJ Lauk is the ball carrier, tackled by White, Ebersole, and Cashton Johnson.
He's near a 1st down.
Just short of a 1st down they're marking right now.
Takes the ball down to about the
Gain of 11.
8-yard line. 3rd down and 1.
3rd down and 1 here for the Wildcats. Ball on the missile 8-yard line. Under 6 minutes to go here in this first half. Galva 8, Milledgeville 8, but the Wildcats knocking back on the door here.
Yeah, Wildcats putting together a drive here. Big pass play helped them get down here into Missiles territory.
Lauk under center, I formation with Sarver and Ingalls. Just going to be a quarterback seat there for Lauk, and he's going to have the 1st down by plenty.
Lauk on the carry. Takes the ball down inside the 5-yard line.
Inside the
1st and goal.
5, so get 1st and goal at the 4, we'll call it. Gain of 4 on that quarterback sneak there.
Yeah, such a simple play, simply effective.
So 1st and goal for the Wildcats. Ball just inside the missile 5-yard line. 5:23 to go here in this opening half. Between the Wildcats and the Missiles. Lots of views on the stream I hear in the background. So I formation, Lauk under center once again. Lauk just going to do quarterback sneak again. down near the 1, inside the 2.
Give him a couple yards on the play, sending second and goal.
About the 2-yard line, I guess. 2.
Seeming possible we might see this play for about 2 more plays.
2-yard line.
So second and goal from the 2. Chewing clock here as
Yeah.
well are the Wildcats, as the Missiles will receive the second half kick. We approach 4:30 to go here in this opening half of play. Lauk once again under center. Gonna hand to Sarver, and he is in for a touchdown, 2-yard touchdown run by Sarver, and the Wildcats regain the lead here at the 4:17 mark.
Sarver goes in for the 2-yard touchdown for the Wildcats.
Yeah, little thing there, but the Wildcats able to run in another running back and fullback there for that play. They've been switching them in and out. That's not a bad little weapon to have here in 8-man football, is a backfield that you can switch out when needed.
Yeah, like I said, not a ton of players, but yeah, they've been rotating their depth pretty good here. They've been rotating players much more frequently than the Missiles, that's for sure. 2-point try here for Lauk. I formation behind him. Harris, the lead back in the backfield. Lauk gonna drop back to pass. Has time to throw, gonna throw it out, and ball nearly maybe deflected there by Saunders. Pass falls incomplete. 4:17 to go here in the opening half. Galva 14, Milledgeville 8. We'll be back on the K&K Show. Welcome back here to the K&K Show. Galva regaining the lead here, Kurt, on a nice drive, about a 45-yard drive.
Yeah.
After the Missiles had tied it up, they lead 12-8 here, with Burris set to tote up. Ebersole and Johnson back. Hopefully they don't let the ball go in between
a little
them this
better
time.
communication this time on who's picking up the ball. Hopefully they talked about that before coming out here.
Going to be picked up by Johnson. Johnson going to
Johnson.
try up the left side and tackle there nicely. Once again, the Young down there on the stop. He's made some special teams plays.
So far, little things in the special teams, though, for these Wildcats. And then big plays on offense. But definitely controlling the field position game with
Yes, they've
their
had
special teams.
Much shorter drives. One was like a 30-some yard drive, and the other one a 55-yard drive. And they're pinning the Missiles back deep here, so it's a huge part of the game, special teams.
Missiles have just over 4 minutes here to put something together and either tie this game up or go up at halftime.
Francis shotgun formation. Remmers to his left, or Ebersole to his left. He is going to hand it to Remmers. Remmers off the right side. Not much room there. Big 55 out there. Hudson on the stop. Gain of 1.
Wyatt Ebersole, the ball carrier. Tackle made by
Yeah, Kyson might have hung Wyatt out to dry there a little bit on that one. Maybe held on to the fake there, whether he was going to give it to him or not. A little too long, strung that play out, and then it was Wyatt Ebersole versus 3 Wildcat defenders.
Second down and 9. Got Saunders split out wide to the left. Step to the right side. Ebersol and Remmers in the backfield with Francis. Francis takes a snap, going to hand it to Remmers. Remmers off the left side. Makes one man miss, spins into the tackle of Burris. Gain of about 3, going to be about 3rd and 6. So 3:10 to go. Big play here. The Missiles don't want to give the ball right back to the Wildcats either.
No, I think you're fine going in down a touchdown. I don't think you want to go in down 2.
So 3rd and 6. Francis shotgun formation. Ebersol and Saunders split out to the left. Remmers in the backfield off to the left side of Francis as well. Francis going to throw to Saunders. Saunders spinning out of tackles. Going to be a yard or 2 short. Tackled there by Ingles.
A little short of the first down there, Saunders, but he did a nice job after that catch of getting yardage close to the first down.
So 4th and, boy, he's closer than what I thought.
Way close. Easy decision here, I'm assuming, for Coach Roble and Coach Daughtine.
First completion of the game, I believe, for the Missiles. So 4th and less than a yard here. 2:44 to go in this first half. Galva leading the Missiles 12-8.
New look for the Missiles offensively. I am still a little surprised how little we have put the ball up in the air.
Going to go I formation behind Francis here once again. Francis going to have the first down. He's going to gain about 2 yards. Now you got to pick up the pace here. It's 2:39 to go.
Got to go.
The clock stops to move the chains.
1st and 10 from the 39.
In and out of the huddle here for the Missiles. The clock is winding.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 39-yard line. And if you can see the scoreboard from here, that top of the 3 sponsored by Selman Electric. Francis, shotgun formation. Ebersol split out wide to the right. Francis going to take the snap, looks to pass, and he's going to be pressured. He's going to have to throw it. He throws an interception. What a play there by 44. He's trying to throw it away, but Holstrom picks it off.
Yeah, 5'11", 225-pound Braxton Holstrom had a gift fall in his hands there. Tyson's got to just chuck that one away. Even more than that, I know he was under grabs a little bit, but so to fight another day, does Kyson Francis have to there?
The Wildcats back in business here. 1st and 10, ball on the Missiles 31-yard line. They still got 2:03 to go. I know they've used 1 timeout. I'm not sure if they've used 2.
They've got 1 left.
One remaining.
This is huge here on both accounts. The Wildcats can go in here up 2 touchdowns. They're definitely happy with that. Missiles got to be looking for maybe a turnover here, or just holding them to only go in down 1 score.
Confusion. They're going to have to use their 3rd and final timeout right here, Kurt.
That's pretty huge, too, though, there for the Wildcats.
They could not get out of the huddle, so we'll take a quick break here. 2:03 to go here in this first half. Galva 12, Milledgeville 8. We'll be back on the K&K Show. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. Galva so now out of timeouts, but they only have 31 yards to go with 2:03. Should have plenty of time for Coach Anderson and the Wildcats, who played a great first half of football here. Going to spread things out here. They got Funky and Bros split out wide to the left for Lauk. Lauk going to drop back to pass. Going to be pressured by Misha. Still rolling to his right. He's going to air it out deep and looking for Bros. Pass falls incomplete.
Say Bros slightly breaking free there from Johnson. Johnson had pretty good coverage on it. That was going to take a good pass there by Lauk to get him the ball.
Got a message here from Ashley with future Missiles watching the game. Dax, James, Jason, Grayson.
Yeah, we might have to see if Brooks can get this picture
A
up
great
on our
picture
screen.
with James in the Vikings, Jason the Dolphins gear. We got Grayson in the Bears, and Dax has got the Scuba Steve
Scuba
look.
Steve look going on. Football helmet and some pool goggles looking good. I had Jake Chapman and the Chapman family checking in. Thank you, Jake. He always supports us and watches.
2nd and 10 here for Lauka and the Wildcats. 2 wide receivers to the left. This time it's Sarver and Funky. And going to be a draw up the middle to Harris.
Yeah, waiting arms there was Max Remmers right there. Wasn't touched at all on a block.
Gain of 1 there. 1 there for Harris.
No timeouts here for the Wildcats is huge. Looking to go up 2 scores without the ability to stop the clock here.
So definitely forward down territory. 3rd and 9 ball on the Missiles 30-yard line. 1:27 to go here in this first half. Galva leading 12-8. Lauk, shotgun formation. Ingles off to his left. Gonna run more time down is what they're trying to do here yet. Bleeding the clock here a little bit. Lauk gonna drop back to pass, and now he looks to run. Nearly slipped. Oh, they're gonna say knee down.
Down, yeah.
Slipped for a loss on the play.
On the 30-yard line.
So loss of 1 there for Lauk.
Gonna
4th down and 10.
run this down as far as they can here. Or the Wildcats, you got to imagine. 4th down.
4th and 10. And yeah, they're going to just
He might even
run her down and
say
heave
run
it
her
up for
down,
a,
yeah.
kind of a shorter Hail Mary here maybe. We'll see what Coach Anderson wants.
You could almost take your penalty here.
So going to have to go quick here. 4th and 10 here. Lauk going to drop back to pass. Going to air it out deep. And nobody there.
Flag
And now
comes in
flag
here.
contact in the middle of the field with 2 seconds on the clock. So we'll see what the flag is.
Yeah, number 1 was laying on the ground there near Kyson Francis. I was watching the pass. I didn't see what happened.
So it looks like it's a penalty on the Missiles. Personal foul.
Wildcats, it's going to give the Wildcats kind of another chance at this here.
Yeah, shorter field here. It's going to be, they're going to have 2 seconds to run a play here.
Yeah,
that could be a huge play.
Big 15 yards there.
2nd penalty here on the Missiles. So now be 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line with 1.8 seconds to go. So huge play in this ball game. This could swing the game either way here, Kurt.
Say, I think if, like I said, if you're the Missiles, I think you're happy going in only down a score. Wildcats would love to go in up 2. You got to think if there's no penalty there, we're definitely going in just down a score. But Wildcats have a chance here to go up 2 scores going in the halftime.
So here we go. Lauk shotgun formation. 2 right receivers out to his left. Lauk fakes the handoff, looking left. And going to be pressured. Going to throw it up. And is going to be intercepted there by Saunders.
Should just go
just
down.
Goes down, and he does. So the Missiles defense does rise up and get a big stop here. But what very entertaining first half of football here. The Galva Wildcats got to feel good, Kurt, going up with a lead 14-8 here in this first half.
Yeah, we talked about it at the start of the game here. Galva's kind of been on the upswing, bringing 6 or what was it, 6 or 7
six
kids
starters
back.
back,
Yeah,
yeah.
6 starters back.
Did you just do 6,
I
7?
did. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I around junior high kids way too often. But, you know, I think they're getting what they wanted. But Missiles got to be pretty happy with their performance. You know, there's a few little things here and there, but I think they got to be happy going in just down a score. Or the Wildcats also have to be pretty happy with what they did in this first half. They're looking to prove themselves as a playoff team. Good way to start that is with a win over a perennial 8-man team that finds themselves in the playoffs every year.
Yeah, I got to say, like I said, experience definitely on the Wildcat side. They probably feel good, but the Missiles, I don't think Coach Roble feels terrible either. Like I said,
yeah.
7 of the 8 guys are seeing their first meaningful varsity action.
Yeah, literally
So-
returning one starter from last year, and he's even just a junior. So,
Yes.
not happy, or not satisfied, but pretty okay with the way things went. You make some adjustments at halftime. I think we're in for a pretty good second half, really. Going to come down to the wire.
Yep, just checking the stream there, and somebody said, way to go, 44, and way to go, Moose. So we need more details.
Yeah,
So that's his
say.
nickname. That's a pretty good nickname.
Yeah, you can't just throw that out there. If you're calling somebody Moose, we need to know why.
But Holstrom with a huge play there for the Wildcats. We'll go over the stats here quickly. First for the Wildcats offensively, Sarver, 1 carry for 2 yards and a touchdown. Lauk, 11 carries for 54 yards, including a 26-yard touchdown. Harris, 4 carries for 5. Ingalls, 4 for -6. Through the air, Lauk is just 1 for 2. With an interception for 31 yards. Those 31 yards coming to Bros, and no penalties for the Wildcats in that first half. Now for the Missiles, Ebersol, 3 carries for 2 yards. Remmer, 7 for 43. Francis, 7 for 45. Francis through the air, just 1 for 2, and an interception, 5 yards through the air. Those 5 coming to Saunders. 2 penalties for 20 yards for the Missiles, and they'll receive the ball to start the second half. But should be a very entertaining second half as well here, Kurt.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I think it's going to come down to the wire here. I don't know, maybe the Missiles come out in the second half and air it out a little bit more than they have. They've shown the run game early, using Francis out of shotgun in the run game, and then Max Remmers and Wyatt Ebersog getting a load of the carries there as well. So maybe they show some other things with Parker Saunders out on routes and Tyler Step out on routes, just different things here. Haven't showed the whole playbook at all yet. So definitely options. I think we're off to a good start here. Look forward to the second half as the Spirit Squad out there doing their thing right now for you at halftime.
Yes, as well. 12 minutes to go here on the halftime clock, so we'll be back with some more halftime scores, but we're going to take a short timeout, and we'll be back for some halftime scores and the start of the second half between the Missiles and the Wildcats. Welcome back here to the K&K show here on the campus of Milledgeville High School. Kyle Leach joined by Kurt Folk, and a great half of football here. The Galva Wildcats leading the Missiles here 14-8 after a weather delay. Delayed the start here about, what, hour and 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, feeling out process early by both teams. Missiles put together a little drive there. Galva's put together a couple, but kind of controlled the field position here with their special teams. Good tackling on special teams, a couple good punts to drive the Missiles deeper than they expected to be. And they sit atop right now, 14-8.
Yep, go over some scores here from the summer finals, summer halves. It's hit or miss with the games and the weather delays. Amboy was a final at the half. They called that at the half due to weather. They won over Olden Hebron 38-0. At the half, how about this, Kurt? 56. Polo has 56. Bushnell 24. First half over at Polo. Ridgewood defeated River Ridge 50-8. West Carroll was leading South Beloit, last check, at 32-6. EPC was up 24-0 over Sandwich. Forson up 42-6 over Dwight. Galena a 41-0 victory over Rushville Industry as they debuted their new stadium up there. That looks beautiful up there in Galena. Bennett Academy and Lena Winslow in a good one, 22-20. Lena Winslow was last leading that. And in a weather delay with like 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, but Stockton driving. But in a weather delay down in El Paso Gridley, El Paso Gridley still leading 21-14. We're getting ready for the second half kickoff. As the Missiles will be receiving.
Yeah, Missiles.
Burris to tow it up.
Looking here, they got to get off to a good start here in the second half. Big key to the game is this first drive here, I do believe. Kind of finding their offensive groove, hopefully, here. Some halftime adjustments.
Burris to tow it up. Ebersole and Johnson back to receive for the Missiles. As special teams have been the difference in this game, Kurt.
100%. Little things, too, like there hasn't been a return, but just field position game with your special teams. Tackles made in special teams here on their kickoffs and punts. And
Burris with a deep kick, going to be picked up about the 17-yard line by Ebersole. Gets off the right side, and he's got room to run. Ebersole at the right side. He's got one man to beat. 35-30. Ebersole's going to take it for the distance. I don't see any laundry on the field. And he is in for a Missile touchdown.
Well, how do you get momentum? You score on the opening kickoff in the second half.
Well,
what appeared to be a
80-some
play.
yards there, Kurt. He bobbled it, raced down the right sideline, and what an answer there for the Missiles.
Yeah, I'm not going to hide behind it. We were talking at halftime that Ebersole's got speed, so I'd like to see him get out there and use it and run hard. And as soon as he finally corralled that ball, boy, he took off. He had some good blocking there on the wall on the outside.
I don't know if we'll get a replay after this. Yep, we will get a replay after this two-point conversion here. So the Missiles, lightning strike here.
Yeah, what a way to start the second half.
No lightning strikes.
No lightning strikes at all.
As Ebersole takes it to the house, the Missiles have tied it up at 14. Francis up the right side and leaning, spinning. Does not get in.
I thought initially he was.
Great stand there by the Wildcats as we remain tied at 14-14.
Well,
so the Missiles strike 16 seconds in. We'll check the replay here. The Ebersole kickoff.
Right there, that burst of speed.
Yeah, I had to see about 80. Was it about 17-ish? He picked
17-yard line, yeah. Able to get past number 23, Powell, there at the end. You can just see him take off on that burst of speed. Hopefully that's confidence building there for Wyatt Ebersole, seeing some meaningful varsity minutes here really for the first time. Good kid around school. Good to see him be successful on that play.
Yep, so we'll just keep it here. So Missiles unable to convert. Thought Francis was going to have that two-point conversion, but the Galva defense rose up inches away.
Back. I say he had to be close. The two line judges there were really looking in and looking. He had to be close. I thought he had the initial push there, but
they were right on it.
Yeah.
I'll mention the crew. I did not. I got their card here earlier. Referee Nick Coffey, umpire Nate Mullen, head linesman Tony Dunlap, line judge Brad Dunlap, and back judge Mike Raya. So appreciate the officials, as there's not enough of them, as you know,
No,
Kurt.
I know we already had a schedule change because the officials are going to have to work a couple that night.
So Lauk back to receive here. What a start to the second half. Now the Wildcats have answered every time. As Lauk back deep to receive this Saunders kick.
Yeah, good start there for the Missiles. Obviously now the defense has to hold up and get something here. Hopefully they can use the momentum of that big kickoff return by Wyatt Ebersol to start the second half here. Short little kick here by Saunders. Dies down.
Kick. Lauk gonna get through one tackle, get through another tackle before he's finally brought down there by Francis. So decent field position here once again for the Wildcats. About the 39-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, ended up with decent field position there. That ball dropped down nicely, kind of made a couple bad bounces there. It was hard to corral. Had a couple Missile runners there pursuing, finally brought down by Kyson Francis.
So 11:38 to go. Just starting this third quarter, all tied up at 14 apiece here. Missiles and the Wildcats. I formation for Lauk and the Wildcats. Sarver and Ingles going to hand it to Sarver. Sarver off the right side, runs through one tackle. Going to be pushed out of bounds there by Remmers. Nice run there by the young sophomores. Big fullback, 6 foot, 200-pound fullback.
Yeah, that time the Wildcats line stood up. The Missiles defenders trying to bust through there and push them back. They were pushed 2, 3, 4 yards back.
Gain of 12 there for Sarver. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats into Missile territory now on the Missile 49-yard line. Powell and Harris in the backfield. Like I said, they rotate those two backs a lot. Does Coach Anderson here in the Wildcats. Gonna Powell with the carry. He pushes forward for a nice gain, about 4 more. It's his first carry of the ball game.
Yeah, again, two out, 2 in. Keeping people fresh.
Yep,
Looks like we kind of got a speed crew and a power crew there, it would appear, based on sizes.
A little thunder and lightning.
Yeah.
Sarver and Ingles now in the backfield here for the Wildcats. 2nd down and 6. Ball on the Missile 45-yard line. Lauk under center. Ooh, looks like they...
So that's got to be
false
going
start,
back here.
They were going on 2, but the offensive lineman didn't get that memo.
Everybody went on 1 except for the center and the quarterback. Even the backfield was moving on 1 on that one.
First penalty of the game by the Wildcats. A very clean game played by them up to this point. So 2nd down and now 11. Ball back to midfield here.
Go back to the 50-yard line. We're 2nd down and 11.
So 2nd down and 11. Lauk under center. I formation behind him. Sarver and Ingles. Gonna hand it to Ingles, and Ingles gonna be met in the backfield. There's Misha again, Kurt.
Again, yeah.
Loss of 1 on the play that time. Now bring up 3rd and 12 here.
Yeah, number 26, Misha, just breaking through the line, able to just kind of wrap him up there and ride him down on the ground.
Harrison Poe back in. I got to be watch that play action pass here.
Yeah.
3rd down and 12. Ball on the Wildcat 49-yard line. Going to be I formation once again. Got to watch the tight end sneaking out here.
Yep,
I
everybody's got to
formation
stay
for Lauk.
home on their assignments here for this Missiles defense. A little bit of a
In
shift
motion.
there.
Lauk going to run it off the left side. And minimal gain. Maybe 3, maybe 4. Going to ring about 4 for Lauk.
Gain of 5 on the play. Now 4th down and 7.
4th and
Yells
7.
Punt here.
6-yard line.
Well, we've seen those. Lauk's got a leg on him, so he could potentially put the Missiles back again here inside their 10-yard line. He is a little gimpy in the back waiting to receive this punt, though, or the snap for the punt.
So Lauk to punt here. Ebersol back near his 15-yard line and creeping back further. 4th and 7 here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's movement there. That's going to come back.
False start here for the Wildcats, so a little sloppy for the Wildcats to start this second half.
Yeah.
9:19 to go in this third quarter. We're still tied at 14 apiece.
I think that was 21 out there on the outside, or was it 55? Yeah, he went down into a stance and then came back up. Just can't do that once you've established that position.
4th and 11 now. Laut back to punt here for the Wildcats. Gets it away. Ebersole going to run it up the right side and pushed out of bounds there.
Wildcat sideline wants some holding. Officials do not agree.
So decent return there for Ebersole. Gets it near the 30. Looks like maybe 29. Yep, on their own 29-yard line. So
yeah, definitely better field position following a punt than the Missiles have had.
So 9:07 to go in this third quarter. Missiles back with the ball in a tied ball game, 14 apiece here after trailing 14-8 at the half. But an 83-yard kickoff return for Ebersole. Tied things up here in the second half. Shotgun formation for Francis. Remmers to his right. Francis gonna keep it. Oh, he's met in the backfield, read nicely there by Powell. Big loss on the play of 3, maybe 4.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a little bit of a broken play there, or if just that much penetration by the Wildcats kind of killed that play before it even started.
Grace Powell, another young sophomore, 5'10", 200 pound. So.
Got a check-in from my brother-in-law watching the game. He's got us up. He's got a 3 TV set up there. That's a man cave I've ever seen one. He's watching the Cubs. He's watching the Forest and Cardinals game.
As gets it to Remmers. Remmers makes
That's
one man miss, makes another man miss, and kind of gets hog-tied out there on the right side.
Brought down hard there on the sideline.
And there's a couple players
Yeah,
banged up here.
Banged up on that play. Max was brought down hard there on the sideline.
So an injury timeout. So we'll take one with them here. 8:15 to go in the third quarter. Milledgeville 14, Galva 14. We'll be back on the K&K Show Network.
We will win, because we will hit all game. We are motivated. We are dedicated. Come on now. Come on now. We will win, because we are the best on the field. And we hit the field like all day, like all night, like on the blue light, offense light, defense light, this blood light, house call light, in the sound light, in the sound light, in the sound light.
welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field here. The K&K show is back as something nobody likes to see when the ambulance is called out to the field here, Kurt. As not going to speculate much, but the injured player was Tyler Stepp here for the Missiles. They did bring the backboard out to take him off the field. So, yeah, thoughts and prayers go to Tyler Stepp. As the injured Wildcat, though, he seems to be okay as well. Banged up was Powell, I believe. Just a collision on the side there, Kurt. And, yeah, now teams just kind of takes the steam out of the play here. Teams trying to refocus.
Everybody's trying their group here. Yeah, nothing. It's not what you ever want to see in the game of football. It is a collision sport. So you do see things like this from time to time. Like you said, we wish the best to Tyler and his family. Good medical staff here on hand, getting him where he needs to be, hopefully, and hopefully it's nothing too serious. But we'll be thinking about them. And now the hard part is we got to get back to football here. Hopefully everybody is loose and ready to go.
So it looks like 3rd down and 5 here. After that, last play was a completion to Remmers there for a gain of about 8. So 3rd down and 5 here for the Missiles. Francis, shotgun formation. Remmers split wide to the right. Ebersole in the backfield with him. Going to do play action. Francis going to launch it up to Johnson, and it's through his hands.
Had
incomplete.
a chance. Another freshman getting some time there is Cash Johnson. He's got the speed that we saw both of his brothers, Kaysen and Connor, have. Almost hauled that in. Maybe should have just kept running a little bit. Maybe Kaysen leads him a little bit more. He was past the defender there.
Just did get a update on the injured player as well that they wanted to pass along, that he was talking and could move all extremities. So that's good news there.
Yes, very much so.
Now Francis back to punt for the Missiles. So big stop here by the Wildcats. Bad snap. Francis gets the kick away. His best kick of the night. Go out of bounds about the 35-yard line. So the Wildcats get a defensive stop after the Missiles did. So then back and forth within the score all game here, Kurt. Yep. Expect it to stay that way the rest of the way.
Yeah, we talked at halftime. Should be a good finish here, and we're prepared for one. We're getting amped up for one here. Yeah, an injury pretty much always kind of takes the steam out of everything, but I think everybody's just kind of got to settle back in the football here. Get things going. Again, report from Mr. Jacks. Was pretty positive, but always going to take the utmost precaution. Safety is the #1 priority.
Lauk under center, going to hand to Server. Or no, that's Powell, excuse me. Tackled there by Misha. Gain of about 3. 2nd and 7. Maybe gain of 4 maybe on that play. You're going to call it. Kevin called
3.5.
Yep, we'll go gain of 4.
Give him 4.
Kevin says 4 up above. We trust his eyes. Been doing it a long time up there.
Yeah.
2nd down and 4. Gonna hand it to the middle. Short gain of about a yard there. Couldn't see which ball carrier that was.
Feet in the air. Hasn't quite gotten up yet. This feeder.
That was 21. Sarver.
Carrier was Donovan Sarver.
Gain of 1, 3rd and 5 now.
Tackle made by Wyatt Ebersole.
As we approach 7 minutes to go in this ball game here. 7 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter, excuse me. We're all tied up at 14. Wildcats and the Missiles here. Third down, 7, 2 wide receiver shotgun formation
here
for
a
Lauk.
little bit better in their defense. Some confusion here. People still shifting around.
Lauk going to keep it, try to run it off the right side. Miller did a good job turning him back in there, then runs into a flight of missiles. Gain of 1 on the play.
Yeah, good job there by Jackson Miller, shedding a block, turning that play back in, making Lauk have to cut back inside there where all the black jerseys are, and then he got wrapped up by about 3 Missiles defenders. Going to force a punt here for the Wildcats.
Scott Frederick said the Wallies is interested in sponsoring, so yeah, we'll welcome them aboard. Any sponsors that still want to reach out, happy to have you join.
Again, Chadwick, Milledgeville community and beyond.
Lauk set to punt, gets it away. Beautiful punt over the head of Johnson.
Johnson's got to be careful here. No.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. And the miss as Johnson tried to get on the ball. He should have let it go, but it's recovered. Is that number 2 with the the recovery, bros? It's one of those you're just like, get away, get away, get away.
Yeah.
But the freshman made a huge mistake there.
Say that's a freshman mistake. Those are going to happen. There had to be, I don't know if people were down there yelling, get away, get away, get away. Freshman kid that probably just wanted to make a play there. But the bro.
Bladen Bros
All over
on
it.
the recovery sets up
10-yard line.
the Wildcats. Is going to be 1st and goal or 1st and 10. That's the debate. It's like 1st and goal.
1st and goal inside the 10.
1st and goal right at the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
5:55 to go. What a swing of events there.
Yeah, that might be the biggest play of the night. That's better than a pass play.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Right up the middle. Good push there. Still pushing.
Oh, ball out late there. What's the call here?
Missile ball! Missile ball! The ball came out late! The ball came out late, and Saunders with the recovery. Was that the quarterback on the carry? Kurt, I was looking at my stat sheet when they ran that play.
No, that was 23. That
23
was
Powell.
Powell, yep. Powell had the ball. Ball came out. Missiles jumped all over it.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Missiles.
There's the pile up, and there you see the ball come out. Yeah, he was down near the 1-yard line when that ball came out.
Yeah, Powell was pushing the pile there. He was driving, and then the Missiles got in and were able to pop that ball out. And just what the Missiles needed there, though, was back and forth, making a play.
Back-to-back plays with turnovers here. As the Missiles have it, but they're buried deep now. 1st and 10, ball on their own 3-yard line. Saunders with the recovery. Is that who came up with that?
Yeah, Parker ended up with the ball out of that.
Francis under center. Gonna try to get out of his own way. Hand to Remmers, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not much doing there for Max on that
Burris
play.
on the stop. You know, maybe a half a yard it looks like.
Yeah.
Short gain and play. It's now 2nd down.
Missiles hoping to get some breathing room on that play, just going right up the gut to Remmers. The Wildcats hold strong there and hold them to very minimal gain there, about a half a yard.
The Roble family tuned in now as well. Thank you, Robles. 2nd down and 9. Shotgun formation this time for Francis. Standing inside his own end zone. Francis going to do a draw and met there nicely.
Yeah.
That might be a loss of a half a yard.
Yeah, Francis never even got taken down on the ground on that one. He was just stood up there by basically a host of Wildcats there right at the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 9.
What can Coach Daughtine draw up here or send out to the field to get them out?
So 4:40 to go in this 3rd quarter. Missiles and the Wildcats tied up at 14. 3rd and a long 9 here.
Yeah, Missiles got to have something here to at least get them out of this hole. You're maybe not looking 1st down here, but you don't want to be punting from your end zone. That's never good for anybody.
Saunders and Ebersol to the left. Remmers in the backfield with Francis. Francis looking to air it out.
He's got him.
Got Ebersol. And
Ooh, nice
bounce
recovery there.
off the defender.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Ebersol had him beat, but knocking it away, getting it deflected was Harris.
Yeah, nice recovery there by Harris to come in.
You had it, like you said, he had him beat initially, Kurt, but
Yep.
ball hung up in the air just a little bit.
Yeah, Francis
Francis.
maybe put a little too much air under that. That was still a good ball. That was still there, but nice recovery at the end there by Harris.
Here's the replay once again.
Friday nights, this defender does not have to get turned
Yeah,
around.
off
so
the
that's
helmet of 5.
Yep.
Off the helmet of 5.
But it did a nice job there, seeing Ebersol hands coming up, and then he reacted with his hands and his helmet. And
Francis in his own end zone now to punt here. Lauk back to receive this kick, and short kick angled towards the sideline, and great field position here once again for the Wildcats.
27-yard line.
say Missiles kind of stuck in a rut here of in their own territory.
I said the punting has been a big difference in this game. The field position
Yeah.
battle's been won by Galva all night. Now another short field here. 4:07 to go in this 3rd quarter. We're tied at 14. First and 10. Lauk under center. Sarver and Ingles in the backfield behind them. Laut going to keep it off the right side. He's back tackled in the backfield.
Yeah.
There's Remmers
Max
making
Remmers.
another play. Loss of about 4.
Yeah, Max Remmers busting through from his linebacker position, making a big play there. Bringing Laut down for a loss in the backfield.
Loss of 3. It's now second down and 13.
Kevin goes 13, so now second down and 13 from the 30. I'm going to go second down 14 from the 31.
If we get a break in the action here, we'll have Brooks pull up a couple pictures for you. We'll show you the future of Missile football photo we were talking about, and then Jocelyn Castro captured a pretty nice photo of the sky just before the football game was about to start.
Pow. Goes powing right up the middle. That's a great name for a fullback and defensive line.
Couldn't be any better, than Pow. There you go, right there on your screen. That is the future of Missile football right there.
Look at that group there.
Yeah, they are ready.
A Viking, a Dolphin, a Bear, and Scuba Steve.
That first and second grade Lena Football League ain't going to know what hit them. And then there's that picture. Jocelyn Castro snapped that picture just before the game was about to begin of the sky, the way it looked there off in the distance, hovering over Floyd Dobb Field tonight.
So 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball on the Missile 33-yard line. 2:45 to go in this third quarter. We are still tied at 14 here. Missiles and the Wildcats. 2 wide receivers to the left. That is Funky and Sarver out to the left. Lauk, shotgun formation. Engel goes in motion. Lauk going to run a fake there. Now throw it back to Ingles, and that one was some confusion there.
Yeah, even confusion initially there on the Wildcats, how they were even lining up on the outside, and then Ingles was not expecting the ball out there. I thought they were going to try a fake kind of wide receiver screen there into a go route.
So 4th and 10 now here for the Wildcats. Missiles defense trying to rise up for another stop here. And timeout, Galva. So 2:19 to go in this third quarter. We'll be right back on the K&K Show after the short timeout. Welcome back here. 4th and 10 here for the Wildcats. Lauk shotgun formation. Powell to his left. Lauk takes the snap, looking left. He's gonna air it out. And it's caught for a touchdown! He got behind Johnson, and catching it is number 5. What a pass by Lauk, and what a catch by Harris.
Yeah, Lauk put that ball basically where it needed to be. I thought it looked like Cash had a play on the ball, just misjudged it a little bit, and then.
Oh, excuse me, not a touchdown. I thought he was in the end zone.
I thought he was in the end zone too, but he's short.
Just short. My bad there. It's first and 10 inside the 5.
He's just inside the 5 there. We were a little off on that one, but
diving play near the 3.
Isn't he definitely in the end zone?
Or no, this is the 2-point try.
Conversion.
You gotta say 2-point try. Yes, he was definitely in the end zone. 2-point try up the middle.
Pushing again.
He is in.
Yeah.
Good hard run in there by number 21. Sarver, 2-point conversion, good. 2:11 to go in this third quarter. Galva 22, Milledgeville 14. We'll be back on the K&K Show Network.
In the third quarter.
Welcome back here to the K&K show. What a play, 4th and 10. Kurt Lauk finding Reed Harris, 33 yards for that touchdown. It's a little confusion after we seen the box marker going down. You usually don't send the box for a 2-point try when I seen him going down there, but then Sarver bullied his way in for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, basically nothing but pure effort there by Sarver on that 2-point conversion to push that in.
Kick going to be fielded by Ebersol about his own 20-yard line. Ebersol going to try the middle, and he's across the 35, 36-yard line. Tackled by Harris, or Burris, excuse me. Burris on the stop.
Missiles try their luck with the wedge up the middle that time.
So that last play, Johnson was in position, Kurt, just didn't make a play on the ball, and that was a senior versus a freshman there. That's a little bit of the growing pains the Missiles will be going through this year.
Yeah, we'll probably see a little more of that from quite a few different players on the Missile squad this year.
It's Harris, the senior.
Had good, seemed like Cash had good position, just maybe mistimed the ball a little bit there.
And the senior Harris went up, made a play on the ball. So 2:06 to go in this third quarter. Missiles now trailing by 8 here. 22-14. Shotgun formation here for Francis. Gonna do quarterback draw up the middle, and he's met there nicely. Lauk on the stop, no gain on that play.
Yeah, Lauk's found himself all over this game. If you look out there on the field, he's got a different colored jersey right now than most of the other Wildcats because he's been doing it all. Senior leader for this Wildcats team, number 3, MJ Lauk. Put the Missiles deep a couple times with his punting. Bunch of big plays on defense, leading the offense.
Yep, MJ Lauk. 6-foot senior. Francis shotgun for pistol formation. 2nd and 10. Gonna hand it to Remmers. Remmers gonna be tackled there by Burris. Lauk made the initial contact on that one as well. Gain of about 2.
Yeah, Remmers hit the hole there hard that time, but then just a little contact by Lauk, finished off there by Burris.
From the 38.
3rd down and 8 now. Inside a minute to go here in this third quarter. Galva 22, Milledgeville 14.
See the Missiles go to the air here, maybe use probably Francis's greatest strength as his arm. Could see it from the moment he threw a pass, even as a freshman.
3rd down and 8 here. Pistol formation for Francis. Saunders out deep to the left here. Going to hand it to Ebersol, and he's going to be tracked down in the backfield. A big loss on the play. Sarver. He's going to lose about 5 yards. Did Ebersol on that one.
It's a lot of pursuit there by this Wildcats defense, sending the Missiles back behind their original line of scrimmage and 4th down. This third quarter is probably going to come to an end here. Don't see any reason why the Missiles run a play here on 4th and long like this. Switch directions and regroup here.
And that does it after 3 quarters of play here. Galva 22, Milledgeville 14. Be right back on the K&K Show Network after this quick timeout. Welcome back here. Start this fourth quarter. And now what you want to see if you're the Missiles here, a 4th and long here. Not the punt from their. So Wildcats looking to get good field position here once again. Francis needs to get the best punt of the night away here.
So I'd like to see him boomstick one here if he can.
So 4th and 13, ball on their own 33.
Wildcats don't have anybody back.
Francis does
Hopefully
get
this gets a
a
bounce.
better kick, but man, he can't get a roll
Can't
here
get
tonight.
A roll the right
But-
direction.
So Wildcats will have it. They've had good field position all night. That's been the difference in this game, Kurt. Field position, field position, field position has been won by Lauka and these Wildcats all night. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball on their own 41-yard line. This looks like it's going to be Harris and Sarver to start this backfield set. Been rotating with Ingalls and Powell all night. But Lauk been getting the majority of the carries. Gonna handle it to Harris. Harris met right in the backfield even.
Stood him up right away. About
Misha
four
in
Missiles
there.
defenders there, yeah.
Ball carrier Reed Harris, tackle made by Misha Soroshan. And
Misha's had himself a nice ball game
He
here
has.
tonight.
Lost the 2 of the play. It's now 2nd and
Misha
4,
proven himself to be a
39.
pretty key factor to this Missiles team, especially on defense. I think when we talk the field position game, it's just, it's just way easier to put a drive together when you're near your 50 than it is when you're inside your 10.
2nd down and 12 here for the Wildcats. Going to see them start using some more clock here too, I believe,
Yeah.
Kurt, with this 8-point lead here in this fourth quarter.
Kind of been accustomed to on these Missiles teams is that guy that at any moment seems like he could break a 90-yard run. Don't quite have that yet this year, do the Missiles.
2nd and 12 for Laut. Gonna hand it to, there's number 22, his
On
first
the
carry.
ball
Young,
carrier,
he hits that hole hard there,
Yeah,
Curtis.
Well, that's the kid that picked up that kickoff short
gain
and
about 3.
ran 10 yards faster than I've maybe ever seen anybody run 10 yards.
Gain of 3 there. 3rd down and 9 now here for the Wildcats.
Low center of gravity there for Young.
Harlem Young, 5'4", 130
Yeah.
pounds sophomore.
Powerful legs, though, and he is fast.
Made, like I said, a couple plays on special teams. Even Bladen Bros as well, 5'6", 135-pound junior. Making key plays here for the Wildcats here tonight. 3rd and 9 here. Shotgun formation for Lauk. Harris in the backfield with him. Sarver to the left, and I believe that's Funky as well. As Lauk carried. No gain on the play. Tackled there by Misha.
Yeah, Misha there again.
So give him a yard on that play. 4th down and now 8. 9:46 to go here.
Wyatt Eversaw going to go back for this one here.
Maybe the best weapon the Wildcats have.
Yeah.
Here's the leg of Lauk. If I'm Eversol, I'm
If
go
I'm
back
Eversaw,
further.
Go
Yeah.
back another 10 yards. Keep this ball in front
They've
of you.
been running backwards all
Yeah.
night on these punts.
I'd go back even further, Wyatt. There you go. Somebody got in his ear.
Much easier to run up on a punt
Yeah.
than it is to
Say,
run back.
Keep that ball in front of you.
Letting the play clock bleed down here. Now to 10 seconds on the play clock.
Probably going to wait for a coach signal here.
There's the snap. And Eversole receives it about his own 25-yard line. Eversole off the left side. The Missiles got the wall set up again, Kurt.
Yeah.
The Missiles got more room, but nice tackle there. 99 stops him, but across midfield there. Burris.
Somebody's got to get Burris a new chin strap or a bigger helmet or something. That thing's popped off about every time he's made a tackle.
Now have a injured
Wildcat
Wildcat
down.
on the play. So with that, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back here on the K&K Show. Welcome back here as Powell walks off under his own power there. It just looked like a cramp there, Kurt, so that's always good to see when just a cramping issue.
Yeah, appeared to be cramping. Got a quick stretch there by their trainer and a Gatorade in his hand now.
But Missiles with their best field position of the night here, Kurt. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Wildcat 49-yard line. Trailing 22-14, 8:58 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, kudos there to whoever yelled for Ebersaw to back up on that punt. So otherwise that was about to go over his head again if he had stayed where he initially stood.
Pistol formation for Francis and the Missiles here. Need to put a drive together here now. Francis gonna fake it, goes around the left side, gets out of one tackle, but nicely done there. Lauk all over the play again. Gain of about a half a yard there for Francis.
Burris back in the game, number 99. He's got his helmet back on, chin strap locked in. I saw Coach helping him with it. See if it stays on this time.
2nd down and 9. 2nd and 9 here for the Missiles. Shotgun formation for Francis. 2 receivers split to the left. Or no, that's 3 out there to the left.
Yeah.
Francis gonna throw it to Saunders. Saunders makes one man miss.
Room over here if he can get the outside.
Can't get out of the tackle there. A 44. Is that Moose?
Yeah, that's Moose. Holstrom.
Holstrom with the tackle.
I think the coach might even just call him Moose. So, well-known nickname all around there for the 5'11", 225-pound senior. Could be why he's called Moose.
6-yard gain there. Going to be 3rd and 3. Saunders' 2nd catch. I thought that had a chance to go for bigger there, Kurt.
Yeah. Moose had other ideas.
As Remmer's going to get caught in the backfield. There's Lauk again, Kurt. Tackle in the backfield there. A big loss on the play there. Now it's going to bring up 4th and about 6.
Yeah, Lauk appears to have an eye and a nose for the ball, and he gets there, and he gets there quick. He's not been fooled by much. Those kind of delayed read handoffs here, he is all over them.
Loss of 4, now going to be 4th and 7 here, so decision time here for Coach Roble. I believe this is an area where you're probably going for it here, Kurt, with 7 minutes to go in the ball game.
I think you got to look at your history, too, and your punts so far tonight haven't exactly gained you much in your field position here. Defense, for the most part, really has held up, and you're across your 50-yard line.
4th down and 7. Wildcats hit a big play on their 4th down. See if the Missiles can here. Francis going to drop back to pass. Francis has Rivers and caught. Rivers 25, 15, 10, 5, and he's going to take it for a missile. Touchdown! 46 yards, Francis to Rivers.
Few things nicer than watching a play develop on right in front of your eyes on a Friday night here at Floyd Dobb Field, and Max Remmers finds his way into the end zone. Freshman broke free there. Tyson Francis, good patience to wait for him to break free in the middle of the field there. And then nice speed by Remmers to break away from the pack.
Missiles back within 2 here. 6:25 to go in the ball game. All important 2-point conversion here, Kurt.
Coach Daughtine, whatever your best 2-point conversion play is, you run it right now.
Run that play?
Yeah.
Run the play that'll get you 3 yards.
Yeah, the play that's going to get you the 3 yards is what you run.
Oh,
got lights on the hill.
First time of the season, first of many.
It won't be the last.
There we go.
Okay.
We'll do a replay of that play. Francis buying time there, Kurt, rolling to his right, finding Remmers.
So good patience on that play by Francis there, buying time on the outside. Some confusion here for the Missiles.
Roble wants a timeout here. The play clock was winding down. So timeout, we'll just keep it here.
Look at this play here.
It's not usually a good idea to throw late over the middle, but it worked out this time for the Missiles. Didn't catch it from that camera angle, but yeah, Remmers just got behind the defender there, and Francis put it right on the money. the Missiles have had some open receivers, and the ball has just hung up on Francis a couple times. But that time he was able to connect, and the Missiles within 2.
I think it's that humidity in the air that makes that happen. The fog has cleared. There was some fog rolling in over the field there.
Yeah, there was. And Tom Newbar admits this message earlier, said, how many fat heads does it take to change a bulb in that scoreboard? Evidently more than one.
Chad told me a story of being in Oregon, Illinois, and somebody shouted out to him for being a top 5 electrician. There's more to that story but I thought it was funny that he was in Oregon and was called out. Hey, aren't you the top 5 electrician in Milledgeville?
Yes. It's not easy to do, but he's
No.
5 years in a row even. Now the all-important 2-point conversion here. Will the Wildcats step up and make a play, or will the Missiles convert? Shotgun formation here for Francis. Ebersold to his right. Francis going to roll right. Now looking for help, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. Big 99 Burris puts him down. 2-point conversion, no good. And the Wildcats get a big stop here. 6:25 to go in the ball game. Galva 22, Milledgeville 20. Welcome back here. Missiles score on a Remmers touchdown catch, the 6:25 mark.
And Missiles failed there on the all-important 2-point conversion to tie the game. So they find themselves down 2 points here. 6:25 left in the 4th quarter.
Saunders to tow it up. Lauk back deep here for the Wildcats. Both teams scoring on 4th and long plays, Kurt.
Yeah.
And Lauk's going to pick it up about his own 23-yard line. Head of steam there. Tackled by Misha. Good. Gonna have decent field position here.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball on their own 37. You wanted to give a shout out to the Millville Tavern, Kurt, with the pregame food that Scott Nobis brought up.
Nobis from the Milledgeville Tavern there hooked us up early, and then we had nothing but time to eat it because of the rain delay. But if you don't have dinner plans tomorrow, my personal favorite would be to go out and get you this month's Nobi burger.
Ooh.
If you like cheese curds and you like cheese, that's what you're going to want.
Yes.
But he hooked us up tonight. We didn't really know he was going to do it this season, but thank you to Scott Nobis and the Mill Wheel. Set your calendars for September 12th. They are having their 1-year anniversary party there at the Mill Wheel, celebrating 1 year. Or Scott and Tracy there as the owners of the Mill Wheel Tavern. Starts around 7 o'clock. They will have live entertainment there. Some giveaways. So put it on your calendar now. September 12th, Mill Wheel Tavern, 1-year anniversary party.
Yep. 2-yard gain for Sarver. 2nd down and 8 here for the Wildcats. Under 6 minutes to go now in the ball game. Missiles are going to need to come up with a defensive stop here. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Galva has 2 timeouts remaining as well. 2nd down and 8. I formation, Sarver and 22 Young in the backfield, so beware here of a pitch or something to Young.
Yeah.
And Young's going to go, oh boy, ball just about popped out.
Almost blowing up into a kind of a, not a sack fumble there, but Young did a nice job making sure that was not a fumble.
Remmers on the stop there for the Missiles. 3rd down and 9 here. Or now about 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats as we approach 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Galva clinging to a 2-point lead here, 22-20.
I almost forgot, but he's standing there right in front of me. But the grandfather, number 50, Jackson Miller, and my former neighbor, Tom Hartman, 70th birthday of the day.
Ooh, there we go. 3rd and 10 for Lauk and the Wildcats. Missiles need a stop here. Wildcats need a conversion. 2 receivers split to the left. Just going to hand it to Sarver. Sarver off the right side. Going to be tackled there nicely by Francis after a gain of 2.
Yeah, that could have been dangerous there, but Francis with a nice open field tackle. Again, 8-man football, you got to be able to tackle one-on-one. Francis makes sure he doesn't gain any more yardage there. Makes the decision here for the Wildcats.
So Missiles will get the ball back. 4-12 and counting.
You got to think he's punting this away, and I'm putting Ebersaw back on about the 15.
Yeah, I'm going way deep. Lauk set to punt here. 4th and short 8, long 7, however you want to look at it. Just don't want to have any roughing or anything like that here if you're the Missiles. Don't jump.
Yeah, Wildcats bringing this down as far as they can.
Down to 4, there's a clap and the punt. Lauk gets a booming kick. Ebersole going to pick it up. It's about 25-yard line. Ebersole trying to get to the wall, but he cannot get there.
Ball, yeah.
Nicely done by Sarver with a big open field tackle there.
Yeah, Sarver returns the favor there from Francis, running down there and meeting Ebersaw before he can get to the wall. Ebersaw had a long run to get there, but Sarver, nice job pursuing downfield. Good open field tackle.
1st and 10 for the Missiles on their own 29-yard line. Missiles got to go 71 yards in 3:30 here, Kurt. What a ball game we've had here all night. Shotgun formation for Francis. Remmers in the backfield with him. Gonna fake it and now flip it out to Remmers. Remmers gets out of bounds after a nice gain there.
First Simpson twin check-in of the night. Coming in from Brian, watching as usual.
Gain of 6.
A lot of fakes and oopty-oops on that play.
So 2nd down and about 5. 2nd down and 4, excuse me. Long 4, short 5 here. 3:24. Clock stopped as he got out of bounds. Shotgun formation, 2 to the left, 1 to the right here for the Missiles. Francis drops back to pass. He's going to air it out to Saunders, and Saunders makes a sliding catch down near the 43-yard line. So 15 and 8, 23 yards there. Francis to Saunders.
Big pitch and catch there from Francis to Saunders. Saunders did a nice job sliding into that ball, making sure he held on to it. Something that I've been meaning to point out is since Tyler Stepp went down there, unfortunately, the Missiles have brought in basically an extra lineman in Colton Stiles, and then keeping Ryder House on the line as well. Kind of a tight end, but just an extra blocker here for these last few series.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Wildcat 43-yard line. Francis going to throw it to Saunders again. Saunders with room to run. Saunders inside the 40 near the 36-yard line. Gain of 7 more. Francis starting to get things going here through the air for the Missiles. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the 2nd and 3, excuse me. Ball on the Wildcat 36-yard line, 2:28 and counting. Missiles still with 2 timeouts, Kurt.
Yeah, kind of been waiting all game for the Missiles to maybe air it out a little bit there and use probably Kyson Francis again, biggest strength. But good patience there by Cameron Dautine and timing of when to use the pass.
2nd and 3, Francis looking to air it out again. Going to throw it this time to Ebersole. Behind him, pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, just throwing slightly behind Ebersole there. He's going to have to make a pretty good turn and catch there on that ball. Good covers, though, there as well. That was going to be a tough one either way.
Now 3rd down and 3. Ball on the Wildcat 36-yard line. 2:06 to go in the ball game. Missiles trailing 22-20.
One good thing about that incomplete pass is the clock is not running. Gives the Missiles time to call the play.
3rd down and 3. Shotgun formation. Remmers off to Francis's left. Francis gonna air out deep once again and just over the head of Ebersole.
Pass is incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So 4th and now 3. Little surprise there, Kurt. They're throwing deep and not trying to pick up the 1st down first.
Yeah, I don't know if they saw something there. I think we had them. I think there was a chance for that play to be a connection.
4th and 3. 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. 4th and 3. Ball on the Wildcat 36-yard line. Pistol formation for Francis. Remmers and Ebersole in the backfield. And got some
equipment on the field there.
Jackson Miller's towel come untucked there. 4th and 3. Pistol formation for Francis. And the Missiles here. Francis gonna keep it and gonna pitch it to Ebersole. Ebersole's gonna have the 1st down, I believe. Just has it down to about the 31-yard line. He got 5, he needed 3.
Takes the ball down to the 31-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 for the Missiles.
Nice pitch there by Francis.
Yeah, good timing there on that pitch, too, by Francis. Really opened up the outside for Ebersole. He just needed the corner. 1st down resets here.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Wildcat 41-yard line. Miller trying to throw that away. Threw it to the official.
To the official.
Shotgun formation for Francis. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Francis looking left. Gonna air it out to Saunders, and pass broken up nicely by number 5 there. Got a hand on it. Was Harris.
Now 2nd down.
Yeah, I think a lot of people asking for pass interference on that one.
Looked like pretty good coverage.
It looked like pretty good coverage again. And Friday night football, they do not have to get turned around. I think you'll see that in the NFL where they have to get turned around. Friday night football, they do not have to.
Here's the replay here. We'll see.
Not sure there's really any early.
Yeah,
it's borderline, but
I think that's a play on.
Yep.
Even as a Missile fan, I'm saying that's a play on. 2nd and 10 here. Ball on the Wildcat 31-yard line. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Francis gonna be pressured. Gonna air this one out, looking for Saunders, and that pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, kind of a jump pass there for Kyson. Never really got much into that. Nobody out there. Luckily, it fell on the ground, not to the hands of a white jersey.
3rd down and 10 is both teams looking a little gassed here.
Yeah. Yep.
I think 1:20 to go in the ball game. 3rd and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Wildcat 31-yard line.
Yeah, well, the energy's really been amped up here, and a lot of running down the field, and then back to the ball, down the field, back to the ball. Missiles bring in Cash Johnson here for this one.
Oh. There we go. Francis directing traffic. 3rd and 10. Francis takes a snap. Looking left.
He's got pressure.
Francis still running. Francis still running. Francis makes it come. Francis gets free. 10, 5. He takes it to the house for a missile. Touchdown. Francis goes 31 yards. Makes something out of nothing, Kurt.
Some pretty fancy footwork there by Kyson Francis, showing off maybe some of the moves he's going to bring out in a few weeks at homecoming.
What a play by Kyson Francis, but this ball game is not over.
No, not over at all. Might have left a little bit too much time on the clock, really.
1:08 to go. Francis goes 31 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, athletic kid just making a play. Some fancy footwork there. There was a point where I thought maybe he should have just got out of bounds, but he made a nice cut back in.
What a ball game here tonight at Floyd Dobb Field. Still a very important play here, Kurt, in case they do give up a score.
Yep.
It's 26-22, 1:08 to go. 2-point conversion try. Pistol formation for Francis. He's going to fake it, run to the left, and he's got room, and he's in. 2-point conversion is good. 1:08 to go in the ball game. Milledgeville 28, Galva 22. We'll be back on the K&K Show right after this quick timeout.
And the Galva Wildcats.
Welcome back to the K&K Show here. What a drive by the Missiles. Just 108 remaining. I don't think I said that before I cut off air. 108 remaining in the ball game. So 2 timeouts, I believe, for Galva 2, Kurt.
Yes, I believe so, unless they called one that I missed. It's not something we have up on our board. That 2-point conversion, huge in the sense of it's now a 6-point game, so a touchdown does not win it for Galva. If they happen to get it, they have to get a touchdown and a conversion.
So the long way from over yet. Hey, we've seen the speed of Galva on display here, too. So 108 to go. Missiles set to kick off.
I think we are going to see the kicking debut of number 20, Enrique Abreu. We have 2 foreign exchange students at Milledgeville High School this year, and I have heard that he can boot the ball. Believe they come from Brazil, play a lot of soccer. This could be impressive, folks.
So, yep. Enrique set to kick off. Gets a booming kick. There it goes.
It's going to go to the end zone.
Into the end zone.
That is a boot.
And the crowd goes crazy there for Enrique.
Now he's got to get off the field.
Seeing his first action of football in his life. That is good stuff right there. So they will have to go 80 yards in 108. Will this Wildcat team here? 108 to go. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball on their own 20-yard line. Somebody make one more play here for the Missiles.
Yep.
One more stop.
4 plays, minute 8 left. Something's got to give here.
Play clock just got restarted here. So 3 receivers. No, now one goes back. Sorry, we're going to go to the backfield with Lauk. 2 to the left is Harris and Funky split out. 4 and bad snap. And he just throws it out and pass falls incomplete. First bad snap all game we've had so far for the Wildcats.
First mishandle there by Lauk. And that's tough to pop up with pressure and try and make a pass out there. Still kind of a chance between his 2 out there and Funky and Harris, but
2nd and 10. Lauk, shotgun formation. Sarver in the backfield with him. Lauk going to be pressured. And makes one man miss. Makes another man miss. Lauk up near midfield, still trucking. He's across to the 49-yard line. Gain of 31 yards there for Lauk.
Yeah, that's a big play. Finding space.
Timeout, Galva.
Missile defenders kind of had a chance there to bring them back even further.
51 seconds remaining. 51 seconds remaining. We'll just keep it right here.
I didn't see who that was. They kind of run into each other here as he breaks free. They got a chance. I think that's Jackson Miller, and couldn't quite make out who that was.
I think Funky had a nice block there on Francis. Oh, and Funky got lucky he didn't get it with a late hit there.
Yeah, I saw that on Max Remmers pretty late after the play and in the back.
So going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They're across midfield now at the Missile 49-yard line, still with 51 seconds remaining. They are down to 1 timeout remaining. Said Missiles just about got him from behind there for a loss there too. He just outran the Missile defender there. I'm not sure who was closing in. Somebody was closing in from behind, but he got away from the defense. And
2 Missile defenders there that kind of ended up running into each other. I know one was Jackson Miller. I couldn't quite make out who the other was. Almost had him wrapped up.
First and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball and missile, 49-yard line. Lauk, shotgun formation. Sarver to his left. Got Funky and Harris split out wide to the left.
I think the Missiles,
On the
they
short
got to
side of
have
the field.
they got to have a spy on Lauk here. Somebody's got to just be locked in on him.
Lauk going to take the snap. Drop back to pass. Has time. He's going to air it out, and he's got Harris, and Harris dropped it! Harris was all alone inside the 20, and he dropped the ball.
Missiles get a break there. Saunders had fallen down. The ball was in the hands of Harris. Pops out. Missiles catch a break.
I said Saunders fell down on that play.
Yep.
I did not even see who was on
Saunders
cover. I
had
just seen him
slipped down.
wide open.
Yep.
Second down and 10 now for the Wildcats. Lauk, shotgun formation. Same formation as the last play.
Yep.
Going to run a play action, and Lauk now going to be
This
pressured,
time
and he's going to be
knocked out.
sacked there. Sacked there by Ryder. Is that Ryder House?
Yeah, Ryder House.
It is.
Ryder House staying in pursuit, brings him down from behind. That's a big play for Ryder House.
Galva will use their final timeout. 34 seconds remaining. 34 seconds remaining in the ball game. It is now 3rd and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. So big play there by the junior Ryder House, getting the sack on Lauk, but said still time, still 34 seconds remaining, but they are now out of timeouts. Clock will stop on a first down or if they get out of bounds.
Only way the clock stops there, incomplete pass out of bounds or on a first down. They cannot stop it with a timeout.
What a ball game we've had here. Nobody's led by more than 8 all night, Kurt.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you say things at halftime just because you feel like you should. When I said we're in for a good finish here, that was just me kind of riffing and talking at the time, but we certainly are in for a good finish here.
3rd and 10 here. See what Coach Anderson has dialed up here. Just can't let anybody behind you here if you're the Missiles, Kurt.
Say, Missiles got to keep everything in front of them. That's the worst thing that could happen here is somebody get behind you.
3rd down and 10. Lauk,
Needs
shotgun
somebody out here.
formation. Harris and Funky split out once again to the left.
Keep everything in front of you.
And
Somebody
gonna
spying on
drop
Lofty.
back.
They got
Lauk
Francis on him.
gonna air it out deep. Airing it out for Harris and broken
Nice.
up there by Saunders. Pass falls incomplete. It's now 4th and 10.
Nice play there by Parker Saunders. He was reading that ball all the way, the whole way. A little afraid at the very end there that it had a little more air under it than it
I
seemed
did
to,
too.
but
I thought it was gonna sneak behind
yeah.
him. 26 seconds remaining. 4th and 10 here. One more play for the Missiles. Can somebody get a stop here? Bat the ball down. Tackle him short of the sticks.
Little bit of a prevent defense look here for the Missiles. Got 2 on the line. I think we got Kyson Francis or Miller. Somebody's going to stick in the middle there. Just kind of be a spy on Lauk.
Ooh, Coach Robles going to take a timeout, so we'll take a quick timeout with them here. 26 seconds remaining in the ball game. We'll be back on the KK Show after this quick timeout. Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. Could be the final play of the game, Kurt, or not. Possibly, most likely not. It's
Most
gonna
likely
happen,
not,
yes,
yeah.
Most likely not. 26 seconds, but will Galva get a first down here to keep their drive alive, or will the Missiles get a game-clinching play here?
Yeah, Galva, they don't have to go for it all here.
Yeah,
I'm
you can
sure
just-
the coach almost gave him 2 plays there since Roble took that timeout. That gave him a little bit of time there to put in possibly 2 plays.
3rd down and 4th down and 10. Misha gets
closing
pressure. Is Lauk
Runs
going to
into
run
the
into his own
player.
man? Going to be pressured again. He's going to get the first
the
down
first
out of
down.
bounds with 16 seconds remaining inside the 40. gains 11, so keeps the game alive. Nice play there by Lauk, not to panic there, Kurt.
Yeah, I'd say that Misha had some pressure on him. Then he ran into his own player, but he kept his cool, stayed upright, got the first down. It's going to stop the clock for him.
Got the first down and out of bounds.
Yeah. So that gives them time to huddle up now. Like I said, I would assume they would have had almost 2 plays in there on that last one.
Yeah, he dropped the ball there. Like I said, ran into his own lineman, but had the awareness to get upfield and make a play. 1st and 10, ball on the 38-yard line. 16 seconds remaining. Lauk rolling to his left. Lauk looking for help. Lauk still looking, and going to get out of bounds with 7.9 seconds.
Out of bounds on the 30-yard line.
On the 30.
2nd down and 2.
Gains
7.9
8,
seconds left.
or gains 7. Now officially over 100 yards on the game. 2nd down and 2. Ball on the 30-yard line. 7.9 seconds to go.
Yeah, good Lauk able to get out of bounds there on that one. 7.9 to go. 2nd down. Again, they don't quite need to go for it all here yet.
Nope.
But
yeah,
very
time
quickly
for 2.
running out of time, yeah.
If you get the first down, but
Yep, this play's got to go pretty quick if you're going first down.
Lauk shotgun formation, 2 to the left, 2 to the right.
A little confusion there by the Missiles defense.
As Lauk gonna
He is going to go for it all.
air it out deep, looking, and pass falls incomplete. 1.3 to go.
Incomplete.
They will have time for one more play.
1.3 seconds left.
Lauk not happy with something. Somebody ran the wrong route, or maybe just didn't think they continued to do the ball there.
So one more play to go. 1.3 seconds remaining. Wish that ball would have hung up just a little bit longer, Kurt.
Yeah, that ball falling when it did gives the Wildcats one more shot here to tie this ball game up. And then they will still get that untimed 2-point conversion. Should they convert here for a touchdown?
3rd down and 3, or 3rd down and 2. 1.3 to go. And Coach Robles going to take a timeout here.
Timeout, Milledgeville. That's their final timeout.
We'll just keep it right here on the K&K show. 1.3 to go. It's getting sweaty up here, Kurt.
A little bit. A little bit. The benches have officially been pushed away. Standing. My watch thinks I should be in bed.
Yeah, Kurt. They keep making us room. We keep moving around up here. What a ball game, back and forth all night. The Wildcats struck first on a 26-yard run by Lauk. They led 8-0. Francis answered with a 1-yard run, tied it up with a 2-point conversion, 8-8. And Sarver, a 2-yard run for the Wildcats. In the 2nd quarter, they led 14-8 at the half. 3rd quarter, Ebersole started the 2nd half with an 83-yard kick return, 2-point no good, tied at 14. Then Lauk, 33-yard pass to Harris, made it 22-14. And then Francis to Remmers for 46 yards, 22-20. And then Francis, a 31-yard run, put him up 28-22. Last play of the ball game here.
There we go.
2 to the right, 2 to the left. Lauk, shotgun formation. Missiles just running 2, rushing 2. They drop 6 in coverage. 1.3 to go. The snap to Lauk. He looks to his left. Still spanning, gonna air it out deep. And the pass is intercepted by Saunders, and he just needs to fall down. Just go down, and he takes a knee. And the Missiles are going to get a win here on the opening night of the 2026 season. Missiles knock off Galva 28-22. What a victory for this young squad here tonight, Kurt.
That is a solid week 1 victory for a young Missile squad. To hold on, never give up, back and forth action, back and forth affair. Finished the game strong, made the plays that they needed to make. That is a solid win for this team that knew coming in they were down senior leadership. They were down a bunch of kids from last year that had championship pedigree. To come away with a victory week 1, got to be ecstatic. Do the Missiles on the sideline right now.
What a game and what a big-time play made by Kyson Francis, the lone returner, Kurt. He lost all his buddies.
Yeah.
But as he comes back and leads the game-winning drive, as he scored with 1:08 to go, 31-yard touchdown run, and then added the 2-point conversion. Missiles win 28-22. Send in your votes for the player of the game. Got to say it's either Max Remmers, Kyson Francis, Misha. I would say is in there.
Misha on defense wreaked havoc.
And I'm going to throw it out there for a whale of a ball game, albeit in a losing effort. MJ Lauk for Galva tonight. He was awesome all night.
Yeah, I said it before.
Offense, defense, and special teams.
That kid's jersey right now is a different color from all the other people on the Wildcats team. And I'm not saying nobody else on the Wildcats team gave effort, obviously, but we called his name a lot tonight. He leads the offensive quarterback. He was all over the field on defense. Good effort by him. This Wildcats team, I think they're a playoff team.
I think so. They were a playoff team last year, and they're gonna win their share of games.
Yep.
As that's a quality ball club there, with some great players and some senior talent, but some young talent there as well
young
too.
Talent as well too. So I think they're still building their program too. But if you think about it, they had an hour-plus drive here, hour-plus rain delay, a few other things here today. They got to be, again, not happy, not satisfied, but okay with their effort. Keep pushing, keep working. I think they'll get some people along the way.
As we'll go over the stats here first for Galva, unofficial stats. Rushing, we had Sarver 5 carries for 19 yards. Lauk 18 carries for 104 yards, including a touchdown. Sarver had a touchdown run as well. Harris 5 carries for 3 yards. Ingalls 5 carries for -7. Powell 4 for 21, and Young 2 carries for 1 yard through the air. Lauk unofficially 2 for 8 for 34 yards and a touchdown. 33 yards coming to Harris on that touchdown, as well as Brosey. So yeah, he had 64 yards through the air. Brosey had 1 catch for 31 yards as well. 2 penalties for 10 yards for the Wildcats, with just the 1 turnover, the interception there right before half, or 2, I guess, 1 at each half.
Yep.
For the Wildcats. And now for the Missiles here, stats: Ebersol 5 carries for 2 yards. Rembers 10 carries for 42 yards. Francis 12 carries for 74 yards and a touchdown. And then through the air, Francis was 8 for 14 for 91 yards, including a touchdown. Ebersol had an 87-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Saunders had 4 catches for 41 yards. Remmers 3 catches for 60 yards, including a touchdown. 2 penalties for 15 yards. Pretty clean both ways for penalties-wise, Kurt.
Penalties-wise, not an issue at all either way. You expect a couple your first game, but really I think both teams are happy with only having 2. And this Missiles team, solid effort, good first victory. Those boys get to walk this hill and ring that bell. For these freshmen getting to do that for the first time, hoping to do it many more times as well.
Yep, so once again, the Missiles get the victory over here, Galva, tonight, 28-22. They improved to 1-0 on the year. They will be on the road next week at Rockford Christian Life. But stay right here. We'll have more post-game coverage from Floyd Dobb Field. We'll get head coach of the Missiles up here, as well as our player of the game. I'm going to try to get the Galva head coach, too, Zach Anderson, see if he will join us or not. I know they got a long trip back, but we'll try to get him as well. So stay tuned for more post-game coverage from Floyd Dobb Field. All right, welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. Kyle Leach on the K&K postgame show, joined by head coach of the Galva Wildcats, Zach Anderson. And Coach, man, what a game that was. Game one didn't end the way you guys wanted to. You guys led for the majority of that ball game, but nobody led more than 8 points. But what a week one matchup here tonight, Coach.
Absolutely. We knew it was going to be a war. I was trying to explain that to the boys basically all week. I'm like, listen, these guys are battle tested. We've been here for a year. I've only been here. This is only my second year, so we know it's going to be a war. Even if we get up, we're going to have to work. And we just had some minor lapses, like, the one drop pass down here towards the end. We had, just a few guys. I think we struggled a little bit in man coverage, so I think that's something that, a lot of good things that we get out of this. We'll go home and fix the boo-boos and figure it out.
Yeah, kind of hard team a little bit prepared for as the Missiles replacing 7 of 8 starters, so a whole new cast of crew in there. But seemed like the Missiles started to have a little more success there late in the game as they kind of spread you out as the game went on.
Yeah. We were preparing for Kyson the whole week. We knew it was going to be quarterback against quarterback. We knew he was the player to watch, and we knew it's week one's tough. Obviously, we've never played Milledgeville, so it's one of those things that we didn't know. We knew what to expect as to what we could watch from last year, but as you said, losing 7 of 8 starters, it was hard to watch, not knowing what was going to be coming thrown at us.
Yeah, you guys have some good senior leaders, some young talent on your team here as well, several sophomores for you as well. But I want to mention who was in the running for the player of the game on all 3 phases. The kid, one of my favorite players I've ever watched, MJ Lauk, your quarterback, punter, linebacker. Just talk about his game tonight. Over 104 yards, I think, rushing. Just did it all, but man, what a game by him tonight.
He is absolutely incredible. He is one of those kids that, and it's just, like I said, it's funny because he just started playing football last year, and he had, I think, like 15 all-purpose touchdowns last. He caught 6. He threw for a couple. He ran for a couple. He had 2 kick returns. So as far as tonight, he's our weapon, and we know we're gonna have to use him as a decoy here and there as well. But it just, my hat's tipped to that kid. He put everything, his heart and soul, and it was just that move to linebacker was just pretty new, and he realized, he's like, "Oh, coach, this is my favorite position." I'm like, "Yeah, I believe it after
That kid
watching you."
said he's only been playing for 2 years, but that kid's a football player after.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He was fun to watch. But yeah, just a great game between 2 similar opponents. Both have a few seniors, not many seniors.
Yep.
Young sophomores, but this is kind of what 8-man football is for. These 2 young towns struggling with lower enrollments, but keeping that identity and the school pride alive.
Yeah, absolutely. My hat's tipped. To my team, Robles' team. It's fun to watch 8-man football, and you do get some of these younger kids that get a chance. And I looked at him in the huddle the other day, and I said, "Boys, I know you're sophomores, but it's time. You have to grow up early." And I'm sorry, but we don't have that luxury, unfortunately.
And a lot of teams, people say there's no defense in 8-man. You can't say that tonight. That was a defensive battle.
That was a battle, and I told him, I was like, if we're up 8, I'm happy. We try and keep that 8-point lead. That's where we're trying to stay.
All right. Well, like I said, I know it didn't go your way, but now you turn the page. Go home opener next week in St. Anne. What do you know about the Cardinals there next week, Coach?
I know they lost a lot of their skill players. I don't know a ton about. I watched a little bit of film on them. I honestly, we're gonna watch their game that they play tonight, tomorrow morning, and then film and watch this and critique this, and then we're just gonna plan accordingly.
Well, good luck to you, and I think you guys had several Galva people checked in telling that they enjoyed our broadcast tonight too.
That's
so
good.
Yeah, congratulations to you guys on a hard fought. Didn't go that way, but a great showing up here tonight, Milledgeville, and good luck next week at St. Anne.
Okay, appreciate it.
All right, that was Zach Anderson, head coach of the Galva Wildcats. We'll be back with our player of the game and Coach Roble after the short timeout. All right, welcome back to the post-game show here from Floyd Dobb Field, the press box in Floyd Dobb Field, joined by the player of the game, Ruby's player of the game, one of Ruby's favorite customers, Kyson Francis. Kyson, what a ball game that was. You're the only returning starter off some back-to-back great years you've had as a freshman and a sophomore. You're against Galva, who returned most of their players. But what a battle week one. Just thoughts on that game and how you guys pulled it out there in the end.
I think we prepped very well coming into it. We knew that they were going to have some cats that were going to hit hard and run hard, and I think we prepped pretty well.
Yep, you had a big game here, 2 touchdowns on the ground, 1 through the air, a 1-yard touchdown run. And you guys were trailing 22-14, getting pretty late in the ball game. You find Max Remmers, the freshman, a breakout game for the young freshman, Max Remmers, on a 46-yard pass. Just you bought some time rolling to your right and finding him over the middle. Just walk me through that play and what you seen there.
Yeah, I had pressure from my left side, so I rolled to the right, and I saw Max on the left side of the field, and it was kind of a crossbody throw, so I was kind of hesitant to throw it, but then I just let her fly.
Yeah, it's always dangerous. They say never throw late across the middle,
Yeah.
but that worked that
It worked
time.
out, yep.
So you guys unable to get the 2-point conversion, though. You trail 22-20. You get your defense back, get a stop, and then was that a 4th down play? I don't think that one was. Nope, not on that one. But on your run, you scrambled 31 yards. Not known for your speed coming into the season, Francis, but talk about that play, eluding the defense down the right sideline to get the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah, it was originally a pass play, and I looked downfield and no one was open, so I just took off.
Question is, we'll have to ask Kurt this too, of who was faster, you or your dad running down the sidelines. Your dad shows pretty good speed usually going down the sidelines. So we might have to film that, you versus your dad. But
Yeah.
he's got more of a high step action to him down the sideline. All right, so now we will get to know Kyson Francis a little bit in the post-game show. Favorite athlete?
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams. All right. Favorite snack or candy?
Gushers.
Gushers. All right. And always the hot topic, Gatorade flavor.
Blue.
Blue. Oh, that's a correct answer. You didn't get that one wrong. Well, congratulations, Kyson. Enjoy this one, and good luck next week up at Rockford Christian Life.
Thank you.
All right. That was Kyson Francis, our Ruby's player of the game. And we want to take a break or just go right to – we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back here with Coach Roble. All right, welcome back here to the post-game show from the press box here at Floyd Dobb Field. Head coach of the Missiles, Coach Roble. What a ball game. Are you a little sweaty after that, Bucky?
Oh, I was sweaty before the game even started, to be honest with you. Yeah, I've been through this shirt. It was a cool night, but, man, it was humid and sticky. But, man, what an intense game. We had a lot of freshmen, learning just under fire, and we made some, we had some young mistakes. But we found a way to win, and that's huge for us.
Yeah, what a ball game. Galva has a few more senior leaders, but young sophomores too that played, but returned. Like they had 6-7 guys that had key roles last year, where you guys had one key returner that saw I mean, some guys seen mop-up time action, but
Uh-huh.
7 of your 8 players on that field was their biggest game they've ever played in a Missile football uniform tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm proud of how they, I'm proud of how they played. That Galva team. I told them, last night. I said, hey, if you get on the field and get intimidated by their size, and because they were big everywhere, and that's a good speed. And I thought our guys did a good job not backing down and kept playing, and that's what we want out of a young group. And so. We found a lot of things we had to work on and get better at, but we were able to scrap out a win against a good ball club with a lot of talented returners.
Yeah, that team's going to win quite a few games in that conference down there, I believe. One thing, we'll talk about them a little bit. Just I want to mention their Lauk, that quarterback, linebacker, punter for them.
Yeah.
He was a handful all night.
I'll be honest. Looking at film from last year, he caught my eye. He made a lot of people miss. He made us miss a couple times. Luckily, we were tackling shadows. He did it all. He seemed like he was on a ton of tackles. The kid was a force. And is he a junior? Or is
I
he
believe senior. Yep. Just started talking to the coach. He just started playing football last year.
Holy cow! Yeah,
He's a basketball player.
Okay, yeah. He caught my eye last year during the season, and he had a great game tonight. And it didn't seem like we could have had on him on defense. And like I said, several times it seemed like we were, just diving at his shadow, and he made moves.
Yeah, and he just was changing the field position all night. He was winning that. He was gaining every time you guys would go back forth and punts, but they would gain 20 to 30 yards.
Yeah.
It seemed like you guys were pinned all night in that first half, especially.
Yeah, I know. It just seems like slowly but surely that the shadows of our goalpost just getting closer and closer to us, and we weathered a couple storms with bad field position. We gave up a long pass, but then we were able to strip the ball. Then they had a short field. We did a nice job on defense. So. We stepped up when we had to. We made some plays when we had to, and hopefully the young guys learned what it takes, and we definitely got a lot of things we can work on.
I thought the biggest series of the game was maybe right there before half. You guys were down 14-8, and they just had an interception. The lineman intercepted Francis, and they had it about 2 minutes ago at the 30-yard line, looking to go up 2 scores, and your defense rose up to get a big stop there.
Yeah, that was huge because, we were talking like, hey, we can go down the field and score, and we get the ball at a half, we're hoping to, I think it was 14-8 at that point. I thought, hey, man, if we go down the field and score, it's still a ball game, and then turn the ball over. It seemed like there was times we were in their backfield all over the place, and those other times they were just moving us up front. And I think Misha came up with a pretty big play in the backfield there to sort of make them go backwards, and the guys rose to the occasion. So.
Yep, there's another player. We have the standout Max Remmers, young freshman, but starting both ways for you.
Yeah.
Boy, he looked the part, and Misha as well, seeing big minutes, and he was a force all night on that defensive line.
Yeah, we went to Central Camp this summer, and he did a lot of nice things at D-line there. And same with Max. We were really impressed because Max seemed to always be around the ball. We didn't know how it would translate to tackle. Central Camp is thud tempo, and we're like, well, if we can be around the ball, we just got to put people on the ground. And I thought both those guys did a nice job tonight in their first starts, especially Max for a freshman. He said, I asked him how he felt. There was one time he got landed on one of their big guys, and I could hear him gasping for air. But after the game there, he said, oh, that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. And, that was a great performance for a freshman, first time in a varsity football game.
Just your defense kept you in, and like I said, Kyson, the leader, made the winning plays at the end on the touchdown pass to Remmers, and then the game-winning 31-yard run to seal it. Just talk about those 2 plays there, Coach.
Yeah, Kyson, he's been the quarterback for a couple years now, so he's been here, done that, and we've challenged him to say, hey, you got to take control of the game. You got to make plays. You don't have those seniors and juniors from last year to do it for you, so you got to find a way, and he did. He stood in the pocket there a couple times, made some nice throws. Then, taking off down the sidelines, I was a little surprised. I thought, okay, we'll get a first down and have another crack at it, but then he just kept running and running. His speed has gotten better, and I think he's gotten more physical since his last year, bigger and stronger. So we know as coaches that we got to he's going to be a key to our success.
Yeah, now turn the page. Got some things to work on, like you said. Cash Johnson, young freshman there, got beat on the one ball. Was there position-wise.
Yep.
As a senior, though, that's this big senior wide receiver he's going up against that just made a play on the ball. But it's a little bit easier, a little bit more fun to learn after a tight, hard-fought win than a hard-fought loss, though, Coach.
Oh, exactly. And I told Cash that. I said, hey, you were there, you were right there. You just as soon as you turned your head, you gave him space, and he made the play. You know, you were there. That's the important thing. We can fix that other stuff. And I would say probably the play that Cash could probably wish he had back is. It was late in the first half where they ran a play action pass, and he was busy looking at the backfield, something we've been harping on him about. But, we got young guys that are going to learn. They're going to make mistakes. And the good news is they listen and they want to get better. And I think they'll continue to do so.
Yeah, and the defense stepped up after that play. They didn't allow another point. And even after you didn't get that 2-point conversion, a lot of teams that's deflating when you have a chance to tie and not get it, but they get a 3 and out and set the offense in a short field to gain the lead. Yeah,
I was really happy with how our defense played. We knew going in that Galva ran a lot of I formation, and we've had a lot of success stopping I over the years. I mean, Amboy's eyes started to stop, but I think a lot of teams struggle to stop their eye. But we've seen a lot of I formation. We do a pretty good job stopping it, and I told the guys that. I'm like, hey, if you guys just trust in this, I think we can do it. And they bought in. Yeah, and you did mention before. I think you meant more punt return, but you had a feeling maybe you get a return tonight, and you did. Second to start the second half kickoff, you finally got to the wall there. Yes, and I think we were close on a punt a couple times as well. I thought special teams wise, Galva first time playing us. A lot of teams that see us year after year know like it's dangerous kicking to us, and there's that sort of unknown factor from another team not seeing us, and I thought maybe on punt we'd be able to get one, but kick team did a great job. Then special teams then at the end of the game there had the Heat come in, the foreign exchange student. They started to creep up their deep guys because Parker was kicking them short, and I'm like, all right, dude, it's your time. And man, he drilled that, and he was pumped. That was maybe one of my favorite moments is the crowd's reaction on the side. That was great. I've never seen Floyd Dobbfield so happy for a touchback. I would agree. And he was jazzed for it, too. So that was a great moment. You never want to give a team an opportunity to return one, especially after you grab the lead. So to have that weapon is great. Yeah, that's to step up. His first ever action in football, and he boots it. That comes up through. Football Americano. I guess he's Portuguese, so it's a different, But yeah, he's a soccer player. If you couldn't tell by that kick. Yes, that's fun to watch. And one thing before we talk about next week, I want to highlight each week is your practice player of the week, Coach, is with the young team, and just highlight anybody that stood out on the scout team or a practice player that you want to acknowledge this week, Coach. Well, one of my messages at the end of the game was, hey, that although maybe not everyone saw the field tonight, that was a complete team win because the reps in practice we get, we depend on everybody to be there, and all the kids are part of that win. And we've had some kids in practice that really push us. And I would say someone he got into the game there and affected that last play was Bramley Nye. We threw him because he's really up hard defensive end against the first team, and he makes some plays. And I think he rushed the quarterback there a little bit on that last throw. And Bramley comes to practice every day and just flies around. Sometimes we have to hey, Bramley, this is we're not going to the ground on this drill, but he wants to go to the ground all the time. So, Bram's had a really good couple weeks making our team better. So my hat's off to him. Sure, people are loving it. They're like, "Do you have another 9?" yeah, exactly. yes, we do. Well, yes, that was a fun one and just a huge win for this young group to build some confidence. But now next week at Rockford Christian Life, what do you know about the Eagles there next week, Coach? I don't know much. I saw that they won last night, I believe. I think they played a Thursday night game and they won a pretty lopsided game. I don't know much. We played them a couple years ago here. That seems like a long time ago. I know they don't have a real big squad. They're similar in size than us as far as numbers. And I know last time we played them, they had some athletes. I don't know if they're still in the program or not. Like I said, it's been a while ago. So I'm excited to get in film and break that down and see how we stack up. And one of our longest road trip of the season next week because we're going to have a lot of home hooking this year. Yep. Last thing is we're talking pregame notes. Starting your 18th year. That is hard to believe it has been 18 years already. Yeah, my knees and back really feel it. I'll tell you what. But it's I've told the story a couple times. I remember my very first year, Coach Archie came down and was watching. I think it was a JV, a Monday night game, and I said to him, like, Coach, how did you do this for 30 years? And he said, hey, it's all about Friday nights, and those start to happen, and it flies by. And he was right. I can't believe it's 18 years. It's gone by in a flash, and it's been tough. It hasn't always been easy, but it's a great football community. I love being part of it. Hopefully this is a great start to the 18th year.
Yep. Yeah, well, congratulations. You pick up win number 89 in your 18-year career. And, enjoy this one, Coach, and good luck next week at Rockford Christian Life.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thanks for the coverage, everybody. I know it's probably late past your bedtime, so I know it's past mine.
Yes, as once again, that was head coach of the Milledgeville Missiles, Jason Roble. We'll be back to wrap things up here from Floyd Dobb Field. All right, welcome back. Going to make this short and sweet. It's an extended night here, Kurt.
Yeah. No,
the
Coach
delay
wasn't wrong. It's past my bedtime.
Yeah, it is past your bedtime. Boy, what a game. Week one, I hope we have more nights like this. And I think we're going to have a lot of competitive games this year with this young team, and you just hope you stay healthy and get experience. But that's a huge win for this young squad to build confidence, Kurt.
Yeah, week one, couldn't really ask for much more. It's not the typical week one we've came accustomed to since we started this K&K show, but that's a fun football game to call. That's a good game. That was huge for our boys and this team to take that victory home tonight. Best wishes to Tyler Stepp. Hearing good things, precautionary stuff, but hopefully things are going well there for him, and we're thinking of him.
Well, what do you say we do this again next week?
Yeah, we'll see you in Rockford, I guess, huh?
Yep, we're gonna go to Rockford. Like I said, we're gonna have a few surprises maybe this year on the K&K show. We're not necessarily gonna do all. We're gonna do 9 games, at least 9 games, but might not be at every Milledgeville one. Might head to Bureau Valley. We might head to Stockton or another area that wants us to come. Hit us up. But
hit us up. Let us know.
But yeah, majority of the time we're still going to be doing missile football. But yeah, we might branch out a little bit. Thanks to our sponsors, we're able to do that as well. But yeah, next week we'll be up in Rockford as the Missiles take on Rockford Christian Life. So everyone, thank you for listening and have a great night.